for the Wolves. But HMS in that one late had a 9-point lead. The Wolves had a double-digit lead early in that game, so should be a good one here tonight in our girls' matchup. Starting lineups are coming up next here on our pregame show. The starting lineups presented by Central Bank and Central Insurance. They are there to make it happen for you on Q102 and Explore Live Video. HMS and HLP girls and boys basketball. Starting lineups now presented by Central Bank and Central Insurance. They are there to make it happen for you. And let's start with the visiting Hawks of Hartley Melvin Sanborn under Coach Jenny Van Otterloo, 1-15 on the season. And they will lead things off with a 5'3" senior number 1, Emily Mutombo. Also a 5'7" senior number 4, Elise Hawk. A 5'11" sophomore number 14, Kylie Skipoff. A 6' sophomore number 20, Abby Dauma. And a 5'9" freshman number 21, Mariah Otto. For the Wolves of Harris Lake Park and Coach Jared Ray, 4-12 on the season. They'll go with a 5'7" sophomore number 10, Kelsey Arrett. A 5'7" junior number 12, Peyton Reimers. A 5'6" senior number 1, Callie Sohn. 5'7" sophomore number 44, Kendall Niemeyer. And a 5'10" senior number 54, Allison Wallace. And those are the starting lineups for tonight's matchup between HMS and HLP. We will take a timeout here as we get set for the national anthem. Should mention on the family of stations tonight, Emmetsburg and Alta Aurelia on Y100. So that's what's happening. And Hawkeyes are on KUOO.
Yes.
Who do they have? Northwestern?
Yes, they are playing Northwestern. That was the makeup game because I believe Northwestern had those COVID
all those
issues.
sick kids and then players hurt. And yeah.
By the way, we are live now on ExploreTheBudget.com.
All right.
A little bit of issues, but got it working.
All right. We'll take a timeout for the national anthem. Let's take about a 2-minute timeout here for the national anthem, and we will have HMS HLP girls basketball coming up on Q102 and Explore Live Video.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames in the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
Northwest Iowa Bone, Joint, and Sports Surgeons have been providing excellent care to the community for the past 40 years. Their team offers specialized care, including sports medicine, as well as in-house physical therapy. Exceptional, dependable, local. Visit NWIABone.com.
What does it mean to be on a team? It means other people are depending on you. That's why the Bank Midwest team supports student athletes, because we know being part of a team teaches you a lot. So good luck to your team from ours. Bank Midwest. Member FDIC.
Are you paying too much for internet service? It's time to cut the wires, cut the charges. IGL Teleconnect is your local internet provider. No contracts, no hidden fees, no equipment rental, and no confusing packages for just $40 a month. IGL Teleconnect, we put you first.
At Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, we are member-owned. That means everyone who gets their power from Iowa Lakes is also an owner. That's the cooperative difference.
The power is yours at your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
For the best window and door solutions for your next project, choose superior quality to enhance the character of your home. Choose Marvin. Visit your local Marvin dealer. Consumer Lumber in Spirit Lake, Spencer, and Lake Park. Locally owned and operated since 1906.
The Hut Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
Getting set for girls and boys basketball tonight out of the War Eagle Conference. It's Harris Lake Park and Hartley Melvin Sanborn with Tim Soper I'm Jason Jacobs. Thanks to Patrick back in the studios and all of our wonderful sports sponsors. And we are set for the tip, and it will be controlled by Hartley Melvin Sanborn. A little bit of a late start, 6:10, but that's all right. Hawks will have the basketball to start things off, and they turn it over on their first possession of the game. Callie Sohn picks it off, and back the other way come the Wolves. They'll go top of the key to Sohn, and now over to the wing to Errett. Puts it on the floor, dribbles back up top. Dumps her down inside Reimers, ball passed around. They'll get it back to Reimers. Now back out to Niemeyer. Reimers in the corner, Trey on the way. Nope, too strong. Wallace with the rebound, loses the handle on the putback attempt, and it will come back the other way. So turnover after she got the rebound. HMS thought about going inside to Otto. Now bounces up top. That's their leading scorer, Skip-Off. To Mutombo at the wing, and now back off to Skip-Off, top of the key. Coach Jenny Van Otterloo calls the play, and we have a travel on Hartley Melvin Sanborn. 2 trips down the floor, 2 turnovers for the Hawks. We're scoreless almost a minute into this first quarter. And it'll be Niemeyer inbounding to Reimers.
I believe Harris Lake Park won this the first time around, right?
They did by 3, and they just had a misplaced pass, and now HMS will go down inside to Hawk. Back out to Dauma. They'll go out beyond the three-point arc to Skip-Off in the lane. Shot up, floater no good. Rebound goes to Otto. Her putback attempt is no good. Couple of shots don't go HMS's way. It'll be out of bounds. Hartley Melvin Sanborn basketball. Mutombo to inbound. So we're about a minute 20 in, and we're still scoreless here in our girls' matchup between the Hawks and the Wolves. It's been a fun rivalry between these two schools. We'll talk more about that here in this first quarter. Skip-Off tries to drive all the way, and then there's going to be a jump ball. That's good defense by Allison Wallace. Got a hand in there, and that's another turnover.
Unfortunately, neither team having success holding on to the ball, but you can credit the defenses for that as well.
I think so, too. Errett into the corner. Reimers now back out to Errett. They'll go cross court to Sohn. Bounce pass into Wallace. Out for a 3 attempt from Niemeyer. That's short, and a rebound goes to Hartley Melvin Sanborn. Wolves are 0 for 2 shooting in their first couple of attempts. Now the Hawks go to Hawk. Back up top, Mutombo. Mutombo gets a screen. Drives down along the baseline. Kind of loses the handle on it again. Harris Lake Park's going to come away with it. 4 turnovers for HMS. Oh, man. Reimers, that's somebody HLP should want to get involved. Ball tipped out of bounds. Good defense there by Skip-Off for the Hawks.
It's been fun to see her game kind of progress as now she's going into her later years of high school.
Well, yeah. Now a junior, but plenty of experience as the Wolves turn it over.
I remember her as a freshman in the starting lineup.
Yeah, Reimers 18.8 points a game. Niemeyer 5.6. Wallace 5.1. Wallace leads on the rebound front with almost 8 for the Wolves. And here's the Hawks working with it now. 5:40 to go first quarter, still scoreless. Driving right side, Skip-Off loses the handle on it. That's good defense by HLP. The Wolves are scrappy. Niemeyer forces a jump ball. It'll remain HMS basketball here.
Yeah, these get counted as HMS turnovers, but you can credit HLP's defense for them.
Yeah, they hang on this time around, and they'll go into Hawk. And she'll shoot a 3. That'll be too strong. Rebound, though, goes to Mutombo. Her putback attempt won't fall in. It'll be out of bounds. Who's it last touched by? Believe it might be, it'll be off the Hawks. Okay, they're going to say it's off of Abby Dauma. HMS, Kylie Skip-Off leading the way, 9.6 a game. Abby Dauma, 8.9. Mariah Otto, the freshman, 6.3 points per game. Dauma leads on the rebound front with 5.3. Mutombo leads on the assists. So 5:18, we're almost halfway through the first quarter. We're still scoreless. Skip pass to Reimers in the corner. That's who the Wolves need to get the ball to.
She had a little bit of space, but decides to take it to the wing.
Now they'll go to Niemeyer. Tosses it inside. Wallace. Shot up, no, but she's fouled. Free throws coming up.
And maybe they're Coach Jared Ray trying to establish down low with Wallace, also an experienced player.
She does have some nice height inside there. HMS is not exactly short as a team. They're just young. Wallace shot up is good, and HLP's on the board here first. Let's take a look at the Wolves as a team. 48% free throw shooters. Wallace misses the second. Who's going to get the rebound? HMS will. Wallace on the year is a 37% free throw shooter. So the fact that she got 1 out of 2, I think that'll be a nice improvement. And HMS now throws a cross-court pass, skip pass that's picked off by Reimers. That's the 5th turnover on the Hawks. And Reimers will go to the wing to Arrett. Back to Reimers underneath, passes over to Niemeyer, and I think she traveled. Yep. Officials agree. Man. Wolves are 0 for 5. The Hawks are 0 for 2 to start the game. HLP is going to sub here and bring Lily Gunderson into the ball game. 4:41 to go first quarter, and it's 1-0 in favor of HMS.
You don't see that score too often in basketball.
No, you don't. Hawks throw it away again. Good pressure by HLP.
Say for us broadcasters, kind of fun to see just because of the novelty of it, but their HLP kind of puts an end to it.
Reimers, nice drive to the hoop off the turnover. Hawks break the press to Mutombo. Reimers trying to show some pressure there. Now gets it to Hawk. They'll go right wing to Frankie Money, who's into the ball game. Back up top, Mutombo to Money at the wing. Skip pass over to Skip-Off. Gets around the defender in the lane. Top shot won't go as she tries to split the defense, but she's fouled. Free throws coming up.
So a good little move there to draw the foul. Went right into the defense to get it.
Wallace picks up the foul there. So free throws here for Skip-Off, 69% on the season. The Hawks make their free throws 59% of the time. Skip-Off makes the first. Sports schedule tonight, Denison Schleswig's at Spencer for girls and boys basketball. Also in hoops action, ELC at Storm Lake, Rock Valley at Okoboji, Sibley's at MOC Floyd Valley. Second shot is missed by Skip-Off. It's 3-1 in favor of the Wolves halfway through the first quarter, and they're going to go to Wallace. Defense collapses. Back out to Arrett, now up top Reimers. They'll try it Niemeyer. Another 3 attempt. Arrett on the way. That one goes down. She's happy with that. And the Wolves extend their lead. HMS pass tipped around. It's Arrett coming away with it. Wants to drive in. She's fouled. Free throws coming up. Nice move by Arrett. Or check that, Reimers.
I'm going to say they had a good position, too, because she had a teammate right on the block if she decided to pass it off, too.
So Reimers to the line for 2 shots here. 6-1 HLP. She's looking for more. And her free throw is off the mark, no good. Reimers on the season. Find the statistic here. She sits at 55%. Another free throw on the way. Got it to go. 7-1 in favor of Harris Lake Park. 3:38 to go first quarter. Otto to Hawk. Back to Mutombo. Up ahead, over the head of Otto, and turned over.
And that pressure by HLP's defense caused that.
It's really improved. And there's a steal by HMS back the other way. Mutombo forces that one. She gets it poked free, and then a foul is going to be called on Peyton Reimers for reaching in. Some other games tonight. Newell Fonda and GTRA. We mentioned Emmetsburg at Alta Aurelia on Y100. Storm Lake St. Mary's at Sioux Central. West Bend Mallard at Manson, Northwest Webster. And Pokey is hosting East Sac. So the Hawks with the basketball here. It'll be Elise Hawk shooting a deep 3 off the mark. Rebound, Otto, put back, no. Maybe a little contact, no call. And back the other way we go. HMS still has yet to make a shot from the floor. They trail 7-1. Niemeyer to the wing. Gunderson for 3. That'll go in.
That was a yes, no, okay, we're going in.
10-1 HLP. Quite the start for the Wolves. Otto brings it across the timeline in the lane. Tough shot, won't go. She's fouled. They're going to say on the floor it'll be a reach-in foul. That makes Coach Ray not happy. And not at the official, at his own player. The foul will go on Arrett. That's her first. HMS will check out Elise Hawk. And who did they bring in here? I think they brought back in Dauma. Here's Mutombo in the lane. Shot up, no. Rebound will go to Harris Lake Park. Wolves quickly up ahead. Reimers beats the defense. And a timeout is on the floor. HLP leads HMS 12-1. 2:36 to go in the first quarter. And we will be back in 30 seconds on Q102 and Explore Live Video.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
12-1, Harris Lake Park leads Hartley Melvin Sanborn. 2:36 to go in the first quarter of our girls matchup. Booster Club has the Godfather's Pizza Special tonight.
Okay.
And I like the looks of that.
So you're saying that
Pizza
might be,
and cookies.
That might be a halftime venture for us,
I'm
is what
like
you're
a
saying.
middle of the two games venture for me. All right, Hawks have got to find a way to break this press. That was problematic the first time they played. Ooh, and they just about turned it over. Now here's a three, and that goes down for a wide-open Kylie skip-off, and HMS on the board from the floor at least.
It may be a much-needed spark for them.
I would agree. Niemeyer on the other end drives into the lane, and sure shot is blocked. Pretty good defense there by HMS. Mutombo back the other way to skip off at the wing. Skip pass over to Moni for three. In and out, no good. That was a good look. And a rebound goes the way of skip off. She collided with her own player, but she got it to go. And HMS has scored 5 quick points and now trail 12-6. Reimers to the wing to Errett, up top to Niemeyer. Puts it on the floor. Minute 44 to go first quarter. 6-point lead for the Wolves. Niemeyer over to Gunderson. Now gets it down inside Errett. She'll try to split the defense. Instead, she gets it over to DeBoom, but she couldn't quite make the bunny.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a pass or a block shot, but pretty good look.
HMS with the rebound. Here's a 3 attempt off the mark. Who's going to get the rebound? It'll be HLP, and we're going to have a foul here on the arm. And that's going to go against Frankie Moni. Her first. Team foul number 2. Check that, number 3. The Wolves have 3 fouls as well.
I'll say sitting here towards the end of the first quarter, and both teams only with 3 fouls apiece, so not too bad.
Yeah, pretty clean so far, especially for all the turnovers we've had. Reimers thought about a screen, now gets it to Wallace. Ooh, back to Reimers. She'll put it on the floor, tries to go around the defense, shot up, no, rebound goes to Hartley Melvin Sanborn, and skip off. She'll cross the timeline with it, goes to Mutombo, skip pass over to Moni, she's open, she'll toss it down inside. Dauma, shot up, no, blocked by Wallace. Back the other way come the Wolves, looking to run. Niemeyer, layup good. Good hustle, Kendall Niemeyer. 14-6. HMS gets it ahead. Now Dauma, or check that skip off right side, layup no good. Rebound goes to HLP. Gunderson crosses the timeline with it. Now goes over to Reimers. 25 seconds to go first quarter. Shot clock is off. Reimers around the defense. Going to draw a foul. Free throws coming up.
I'm going to say you wonder if they were going to hold out for the last shot, but she kind of saw the Red Sea part and took her shot.
Elise Hawk will draw the foul. That's 2 on her. So Reimers to the line for 2 free throws where she's 1 for 2 tonight. And this one is on the way, no good. Our broadcast thanks to Titan Machinery of Lake Park, the Savings Bank, and Karstensen Meat and Grocery. Wallace checks out. Callie Sohn in for the Wolves. Reimers, another free throw. That's off the mark as well. And HMS will secure the rebound after it was bounced around. 14-6. We have 15 seconds to go first quarter. Dotto. Now they'll swing it over Mutombo. 8 seconds into the lane. Tough shot off the glass. No. Rebound. Dauma. Mutombo comes up with it. She throws it up. Gets fouled. Couple of free throws are on the way as they will get Kelsey Errett with foul number 2. So 2 shots for Emily Mutombo, the 5'3" senior. And that one hits the back iron and falls in.
If it
works, just died and fell through.
If she could do it again, I'll say she meant to do it.
All right, let's see what happens here. Free throw, good. That one was little cleaner looking. 14-8, Wolves, 2 seconds. Can Reimers get a shot off? I don't think she did, no. Official agrees. That's the end of the first quarter. Harris Lake Park 14, Hartley Melvin Sanborn 8. Second quarter in a minute on Q102 and Explore Live Video.
Hot Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
Northwest Bank is top notch. You may be a one-time customer, you may be a lifetime customer, but they're always going to look out for you and take care of you.
Northwest Bank has the ability to help you do what you need to have done with your mortgage.
To me, probably the number one thing is their ability to get the job done.
Easy to work with, explain things very well, people that you trust and people that you see every day. That type of skill and knowledge sitting behind that desk when you're coming to sign those papers is very important.
I've always trusted Northwest Bank, and I definitely trust them with the biggest purchase we've ever made.
Head down the highway to MHR Insurance and get the power of one from West Bend. Simplify with one policy, one affordable premium, one common loss deductible, and money back at the end of the year when you're claim free. What? Money back? See MHR Insurance in Milford or call 338-2654.
So here we go to second quarter here, Tim, and after neither team could hit a shot from the floor for about the first 4 minutes, they had a flurry of points there back half of the quarter. Wolves with the ball to start. Here's Reimers. And that ball's going to be stolen away. Pass anticipated by Skip-Off. Can't quite hang on to it on the other end. Back-to-back turnovers. Quickly up ahead go the Wolves to Erich. She's ready to shoot it. She's fouled. Free throws coming up. And who's the foul on? It will be on Emily Mutombo. That's 2 on her. We'll see Gracie Knobloch in a moment for HMS. Free throw. Off the mark for Eric. No good. Our broadcast tonight, thanks to our great friends at Century Mutual Insurance Associates, Valero Renewables, and Sanborn Hartley Funeral Home. Another free throw coming up for Kelsey Eric. No. And rebound bounced around. It'll be collected by Moni. Maintains her dribble. Good job dribble out of trouble there. Gets it over to Skip-Off. Up ahead to Knobloch at the wing. Back out to Skip-Off. Goes over to Moni right side. Shot fake. They'll skip it over to Knobloch. She'll shoot the 3. That's good. That's a little spark HMS maybe needed. Now we have a 3-point game at 14-11.
Yeah, she had a little opening there, took the shot, and ended up having a little bit of pressure on her, but still made it.
Going to have a foul here on Skip-Off. A little shove. I want to say she maybe had the game-winning shot in the JV game. I think she might have.
Yes, very possible.
I'm pretty sure that was her. Here's Reimers for 3. No. Rebound goes to Knobloch.
That was a good JV game, by the way.
It was like a 1-point win for HMS. At the buzzer, there was a foul, and they made 1 of 2. Inside, the Hawks go to Otto. Shot up, no. Gets her own rebound. Gets fouled. Free throws coming up. That was a pretty good job there by Mariah Otto for a freshman. And who's the foul against now? It'll go against Wallace, and that's 2 on her. Otto can't connect on the first freshman, or first free throw, rather.
Say all these players getting in foul trouble. I apologize for mentioning the fouls in the first quarter.
Yeah, you jinxed it.
I did.
Another one here for Otto. 6:57 to go first half. That one is no good. Wallace gets it bounced around. HLP will come up with it, and Reimers wants to run. Reimers guarded closely and then fouled, I think, by Knobloch. And are they going to say in the act of shooting? No. So Knobloch will pick up her
It'll be a
first
1-and-1
foul.
anyway, though.
Oh, you're right. All right, so 1-on-1 here for Peyton Reimers. She is 1 for 4 at the line tonight. That one is too strong. Rebound will be collected by both Wallace and Skip-Off, I believe, and it'll be HMS ball on the jump ball.
Same thing I think both coaches will want to preach at halftime, may work on free throws.
HMS throws it into traffic, turns it over, and then the Wolves turn it right back over. To say it's been sloppy would be an understatement. Wallace checks out. Delaney DeBoom is in. And I need another swig of water.
See what I can do, if I can run video and do play-by-play. But luckily you're back because I don't have a roster in front of me.
Otto loses the handle on it, runs into her own player, out of bounds. HMS will bring Abby Dalma back in. She was relieved by Eliza Teese for a moment there. Now here's Reimers.
I kind of lied. I do have a roster in front of me. It's just under my soundboard and upside down.
Bounce pass Niemeyer. Niemeyer gets it over to Gunderson. Back out to Niemeyer. Gets around her defender. Now goes up top to Aaron. Cross court over to Reimers for an open three. Got away from her defender. It's no good. Rebound goes to HLP. Put back no good as well.
Partially blocked on that
I think
putback.
so. Yeah, I think that was skip off. She's into the front court. Gets it off to Moni for three. Off the mark. Offensive rebound, Knobloch. And Gracie lays it in. That was one of those right place at the right time deals for Gracie Knobloch.
Caught it on the run, moving towards the bucket, and it's a one-point game.
Loaded her in. 14-13 Wolves. Reimers with it. The Wolves got to get her going. And she got away from her defender there. Now a free throw line shot. And we're going to have a timeout here by Coach Jared Ray. He wants to chat things over. And we will say thanks to a few sponsors. 5:44 to go first half. It's 14-13 Harris Lake Park leading Hartley Melvin Sanborn. And we are back in 30 seconds on Q102 and Explore Kaboji live video.
To heavy jobs and major projects, turn to the pros at Raveling Incorporated in Melvin. They have powerful hydraulic cranes to give you the lift you need, with cranes from 30 to 300 tons with 320-foot tip height. Raveling also has forklifts, industrial and heavy equipment movers with specialized trailers. Call 712-736-2596 for service in Esterville, Emmitsburg, Algona, Spencer, and Storm Lake areas. Call Rick at 712-209-0190. Raveling Incorporated, serving the area for 41 years, Melvin, Iowa.
14-13. Harris Lake Park leads Hartley Melvin Sanborn. It's been a low-scoring affair here in Lake Park. The Wolves have yet to score here in the second quarter. And we're about 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the quarter. They have the ball here out of the timeout, though. Let's see what Coach Ray has drummed up here. Niemeyer will inbound. Got to find somebody. Does find Arrett. And Arrett just about loses it. Now we're going to have a reach-in foul here. They're going to get Frankie Moni with a reach-in foul.
No, they're just going to...
No.
Okay, no, it was a reach-in.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I didn't know what else it'd be, actually.
I mean, she definitely reached in, but, man, she got a clean poke at the ball there.
They just thought they didn't know it was a one-on-one situation.
Okay.
There we go.
So free throws here for Arrett. And the first one on the one-on-one is no good, and actually...
It only hit backboard, not rim.
Okay, so it has to be...
Yep.
HMS ball there.
So just, guess, team rebound out of bounds.
Free throws are definitely something the Wolves still want to keep working on. 1 for 8 to start this one. You know, you make your free throws in this one, you're up by double digits. Hawks get the ball, and so I had to kind of figure out who was going to get it. Now a ball pass tipped around. Skip-off comes away with it. Gets it over to Knobloch. She'll shoot the three. Rolls around the rim. No good. Rebound Moni. Moni drives in with it. Now kicks it back out a little bit. And she'll go, well, we're going to have to go up top here. And it'll be over and back. Because Knobloch got a hand on it. So turnover number 12 on HMS. And it'll be HLP ball here. Niemeyer to inbound at midcourt. 5:16 to go, first half. 1 point lead for the Wolves. They go to Wallace. Up top to Boom. Over to Gunderson. She'll find Niemeyer. Niemeyer goes around her defender, now finds Wallace into the lane. Shot, well, that was maybe a partially blocked shot. They'll pass it around. Gunderson can't make the bunny. Niemeyer gets it up. Third opportunity, no. HMS, no, they're not going to get a hold of it. Reimers, we're going to have a jump ball. Oh, my.
The offensive rebounds numbers are looking good, but...
That might be about the only thing coming good out of that.
Field goal percentage.
You're being real generous there, Tim.
Doing what I can.
Ball knocked out of bounds. It will remain HLP basketball. All right, here's Reimers. She'll dribble it at the wing. Picks up her dribble. Back out to Gunderson. Now over to DeBoom. Finds Niemeyer. And there's going to be a definite reach-in foul there on skip-off.
She did get the basketball, but some wrist with it.
Yeah, she definitely, yeah. Hawks are going to sub Moni out and bring Mutombo back in. So who's getting free throws here? Is it Niemeyer? Yes. First one is on the way, and it's a 1-on-1. She makes that one. Well, that breaks the long streak there for Wolves fans. They finally are on the board here in the second quarter. Puts the lead back to 2.
Just evaporate.
Another free throw coming up. No, too strong, and the rebound goes to Skip-Off. She'll bring it up for HMS. 4:35 to go first half. 15-13 Wolves. Mutombo at the wing. Now back to Skip-Off. Back to Mutombo. They'll go to Knobloch. She'll shoot the three. A little too strong. Skip-Off tries to rip away the rebound. Now we've got bodies on the floor. It'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Hartley Melvin Sanborn.
I think about 3 different people hit the floor on that rebound attempt.
Well, got to like the hustle.
Yeah.
Mutombo to inbound for the Hawks.
The elbows and knees may not like it, though, later.
No, that's going to hurt. And she'll inbound here to Skip-Off. She'll shoot the three. Got away from the defense. Misses the shot, though, and the rebound goes to Gunderson. Over to Reimers. She'll bring it up for the Wolves. Halfway through that second quarter. Nice pass inside. Layup to DeBoom is good. Defense didn't get back. And DeBoom puts the lead back to 4.
All by herself on the block.
Now Skip-Off in trouble there, and she turns it over. Picked up by Niemeyer. Layup is good for Kendall Niemeyer.
This little full-court press, three-quarter court press put on by the Wolves is working.
Hawks will get it up ahead to Dauma. Goes in the lane to Otto, and she's going to be fouled. And they're going to get DeBoom there, I think, with the foul. And she will pick up her first team foul, number 6. And HMS ball out of bounds. Knobloch to inbound with 3:37 to go first half. Been a low-scoring affair here in Lake Park. That inbounds play, it's going to be a jump ball and a turnover. They tried to go to Skip-Off, and really they forced it to her. There was 2 Wolves around her, Reimers and Niemeyer, and they both contributed to that turnover. Reimers down inside to DeBoom. Layup won't go, but she was well underneath the basket. That's because she got fouled. So foul's going to go on Otto.
That shot about gave new definition to high off the glass.
Yeah.
High off the rigging, is that a term?
Yeah, she just kind of chucked it up there. She knew she was getting fouled. DeBoom with a free throw, and that one is good. Our broadcast tonight thanks to Blurry Bigfoot Coffee Company and Blurry Bigfoot Bakery and Bistro. Also United Community Bank and Trimers Insurance. 20-13 in favor of HLP. 3:29 to go first half. Wolves bring Kelsey Arrett back in. Another free throw here for Delaney DeBoom. And this one is a little too strong off the back iron. HMS with a rebound. Skip-Off, the 5'11 sophomore, brings it up. Bounce past Moni. Back out to Skip-Off. Finds Mutombo. Back over to Moni for an open three. She got that to go. HMS needed that. Moni makes it a 4-point game, 20-16. HLP, just over 3 to play first half. Now Arrett at the wing, back over to Reimers. Peyton gets free, maybe got hit there. Shot up is off the mark. Niemeyer's put back on the rebound is no good, but she's fouled. Free throws coming up. And they got her on the arm, they say. Who is that? It will be the third on Skip-Off. Ugh. What do you do if you're HMS coach Jenny Van Otterloo? Here is Niemeyer. Free throw good. HMS will check Skip-Off out and bring in Gracie Knobloch. Another free throw on the way. Well, it kind of went in and out and back in. 22-16 Wolves. HMS will break the press up ahead to Mutombo. Tries to go around her defenders and travels. Yeah, it took one too many steps. She had Abby Dalma open, but kind of had to take an extra step to get around a defender. Otto will check back in here for HMS, and she'll relieve Dalma. All right. Reimers brings it up for the Wolves, trying to add to a 6-point lead. To Gunderson at the wing. Inside Errett, nothing there. And ball tipped around. It'll be picked up by Niemeyer. Top of the key. Pretty good defense there by Knobloch. Driving around the defenders, Reimers finds DeBoom. She's fouled in the act of shooting. Free throws coming up.
Seems like Harris Lake Park been able to settle into an offense last couple possessions.
They have. It's been much cleaner. Trying to find DeBoom. And free throw, a little, it fell in. I thought it was too strong. Snuck her in there.
Had enough English to hang on the rim there.
That was a fun one. Another one on the way. That one is nothing but net. All right, so HLP's extended the lead to 8. 2:30 to go, first half. Otto gets it on the floor. Got to look up, is in trouble, and we're going to have a timeout by Coach Jenny Van Otterloo. Full timeout, we'll take one as well. 24-16 Wolves, back in a minute, Q102.
Mean to be on a team. It means other people are depending on you. That's why the Bank Midwest team supports student athletes, because we know being part of a team teaches you a lot. So good luck to your team from ours. Bank Midwest. Member FDIC.
Are you paying too much for internet service? It's time to cut the wires, cut the charges. IGL Teleconnect is your local internet provider. No contracts, no hidden fees, no equipment rental, and no confusing packages for just $40 a month. IGL Teleconnect, we put you first.
Insurance is all about relationships. It's built on trust and getting to know our clients. We want to know about you.
We try to sell more than just a policy. In essence, we're selling ourselves, and in that regard, I feel we have a very good product.
You might say, well, everybody has people, but we have people. And we have people who love their jobs and are passionate about what they do.
The producer or the accounting department or the receptionist at the desk, they want to see that customer taken care of.
So an 8-point lead for the Wolves. Over on Y100, Emmitsburg leads Alta Aurelia at halftime 19-10. Low scoring there as well.
We just want to say hello to all those watching on the variety of ways you can watch our Explore Live video.
Yeah, HMS with the ball here. More on that in a moment. Mutombo over to Moni. Back to Mutombo. Guys right side. Now goes up top. Moni to Mutombo at the wing. She'll shoot the three. Banked her in.
So yes, at 6:43 on a Tuesday night, Banks open.
1:55 to go first half. Reimers gets it down to Errett off the glass. Good. Wolves respond. 26-19 HLP. Hawks break the press, finds a wide open Eliza Teese. Layup won't go, too strong. And it'll go out of bounds. They're going to say
maybe. It's out of bounds for sure, but.
Well, the officials are going to. No, they're going to say maroon basketball. I was going to say had to be HMS basketball there.
And HLP fans aren't arguing too much.
No, it was pretty clear. All right, so Mutombo will inbound. Sometimes you get so open that it's hard to make it, and that happened for poor Eliza Teese a moment ago. Now a nice pass inside to Mariah Otto. Her shot is no good, but she draws a foul. And the foul goes against Delaney DeBoom. She's got two quickly. So here's Otto. Some free throws, and that's nothing but nets. Thanks to the Hut Bar and Grill, Consumers Lumber Company, and Northwest Bank. Tim, you were mentioning the ways you can view tonight's game.
Yeah, we got seems YouTube is the popular one tonight. Got some people watching on our YouTube page, but also a variety of ways you can watch on the CF video channel, the Roku, The Amazon Fire Stick, I believe Apple TV as well now.
Correct. Otto makes them both. Back to a 5-point game, 26-21 Wolves, 1:30 to go first half. Reimers goes to the right wing. Now left wing to Gunderson, back to Reimers. She'll pass it down inside. DeBoom can't make the bunny. It was maybe partially blocked.
Save.
Nice save. And then a bank in by Arrett. I think that was a 2.
A highlight reel assist from Reimers.
Absolutely. She saved it and got it over to Arrett. Lead back to 7. Moni wants a 3-pointer, now goes to Mutombo, and she travels. Took off a little too soon. 58 seconds to go first half, 7-point lead for Harris Lake Park. And they've got the ball.
So they could try to play a little 2-for-1 here if they shoot it quick enough.
They could. And they're going to go to the baseline. Arrett, she's had the hot hand. Shot up no good. Reimers at the rebound. Put-back attempt no good. DeBoom touches it last, going out of bounds. Well, a couple of good looks. Couldn't get him to go. 42 seconds to go first half. HMS will have the ball trailing by 7. Otto goes over to Moni. Up ahead to Hawk. Now Mutombo at the wing. Swings it over. Moni for 3 off the rim. No good. Rebound goes to Niemeyer. Wanted to run with it for a second now. Kicks it up ahead. Finds DeBoom into the corner. Arrett. They'll swing it around to Reimers for 3. That is going to bank in. The bank has been open tonight. There is no doubt about it. Now Wolves get a steal. And Reimers layup and 1. Wow.
How's that for a little burst of energy heading into half?
Absolutely. Off of the 17th Hartley Melvin Sanborn turnover in the first half. Free throw is off the mark. Rebound will go to who? Mutombo can't quite hang on to it. Who's going to pick it up? The Wolves get it. And then Arrett will lay it in. Wow, a flurry of points for the Wolves to end the first half.
About 7 points in the last 20-ish seconds.
And that makes the lead 14. 35-21 Harris Lake Park as we have reached halftime here in Lake Park. Wow, what a first half. Halftime is brought to you by Okoboji Motor Company, driven to serve better. We'll recap the first half of this girls' matchup and talk about our upcoming sports schedule as well. That's on the way in 3 minutes on Q102 and Explore Okoboji live video.
At United Community Bank, we're actively engaged in developing, strengthening, and energizing our communities by investing in people and their hopes and dreams for the future. Let us go to work for you, supporting your goals and helping you succeed. We look forward to being a part of your financial future. United Community Bank, with locations in Milford, Okoboji, Hartley, Ocheyedan, and Lake Park. Member FDIC.
United Community Bank, dedicated to your financial success.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm and Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
Your Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is making lives easier, healthier, and happier. Check out Hy-Vee.com and find meal solutions, recipes, your weekly ad, and the latest edition of Seasons. Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is a proud supporter of all students, wishing them a good year academically and athletically.
Hello, this is Matt Karstensen with Karstensen Meat and Grocery in Lake Park. We're proud to support the Harris Lake Park Wolves this season. Shop Karstensen Meat and Grocery for Black Angus beef, Duroc pork, garden fresh produce, and homemade baked goods. Score many great deals at Karstensen Meat and Grocery. Go Wolves!
Everybody loves a good cup of coffee, but at Blurry Bigfoot Coffee Company, they have great coffee. Hot and cold coffee drinks, smoothies, energy drinks, all-day breakfast, sandwiches, and much more. Blurry Bigfoot Coffee Company and Blurry Bigfoot Bakery and Bistro in Lake Park are proud supporters of the Harris Lake Park Wolves.
Halftime is presented by Okoboji Motor Company, driven to serve better. And at halftime of our girls matchup, it is Hartley Melvin Sanborn trailing Harris Lake Park 35-21. And a 14-point lead for the Wolves, but, it was only about an 8-point lead, 7-point lead there with about a minute to go. Flurry of points there, Tim, at the end of the first half for the Wolves. Got a couple of turnovers, which we'll talk more about how that's been a factor in a moment, but you got to like the way it looks right here for Harris Lake Park. You only scored, 14 points in the first quarter. Now you're sitting at 35.
Yeah, and you got Peyton Reimers, I believe that is, with 10 points, and about 5 of those came in that little flurry at the end. She did. Banked in a 3, then got a steal and a lay-in. Missed the free throw, but then I believe factored the offensive rebound, and they were able to get another bucket there. Like I said, right before half for a big boost into halftime.
Yeah, Reimers with 10 for the Wolves, 9 for Kelsey Arrett, who's hit 2 or 3 shots here late in the first half, 5 for Delaney DeBoom, who came off the bench and provided some good moments there late second quarter.
Especially when Wallace kind of had some foul trouble. She filled in nicely down low.
7 for Kendall Niemeyer, 3 for Lily Gunderson, a free throw for Allison Wallace, 7 turnovers for the Wolves. I have them 13 of 36 shooting for 36% unofficially. First half, not outstanding, but that'll get the job done a lot of nights, believe it or not, especially when your opponent's shooting 24%. More on that in a moment. HMS got 6 out of Kylie Skipoff, but she's got 3 fouls. Also 5 for Emily Mutombo, 5 for Gracie Knobloch, 3 for Frankie Money, 2 for Mariah Otto. HMS with 17 turnovers, Tim, in the first half. They only got 25 shots off compared to 36 for Harris Lake Park. That tells you a lot about how that first half went. They only made 6 of 25 shots. And again, 35-21. Harris Lake Park leads here at halftime.
I was going to say, those watching on Explore Live Video, they got a kind of a senior night, parents' night thing going on now.
Yeah, they do. So they're announcing the seniors here for the boys basketball team, which is nice to see.
I'm sure they'll honor the girls' side of things once the boys' halftime happens.
Absolutely. About 5 minutes to go here in our halftime show. Again, we have a 35-21 HLP lead. We mentioned on Y100 tonight. At halftime, Emmetsburg was leading Alta Aurelia 19-10. Let's go ahead and take another 2-minute timeout. If we can, we'll talk about the top-ranked girls teams from across the state and also our upcoming sports schedule. That's on the way in 2 minutes on Q102 and Explore Live Video.
This bank is top-notch. You may be a one-time customer, you may be a lifetime customer, but they're always going to look out for you and take care of you.
Northwest Bank has the ability to help you do what you need to have done with your mortgage.
To me, probably the number one thing is their ability to get the job done.
Easy to work with, explain things very well, people that you trust and people that you see every day. That type of skill and knowledge sitting behind that desk when you're coming to sign those papers is very important.
I've always trusted Northwest Bank, and I definitely trust them with the biggest purchase we've ever made.
Gunderson's Restaurant and Lounge and Silver Lanes Bowling Center are a proud sponsor of Harris Lake Park Sports. Gunderson's Restaurant and Lounge and Silver Lanes Bowling Center offer daily and nightly specials. Stop in and enjoy a drink, grab a bite to eat, or bowl a game.
Imagine a surgery with less pain, where it's minimally invasive. You have a faster recovery and you receive better results. At Lakes Regional Healthcare, the only hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery in Northwest Iowa, surgeons provided robotic surgeries for orthopedic, gynecological, and general surgical procedures such as hip and knee replacement, hysterectomies, colon resections, gallbladder removal, hernia repairs, and more. So when you need surgery, look to the only area hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery. Look to Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake.
At Okoboji Motor Company, we understand your vehicle represents a significant investment, and nobody knows your vehicle better than our certified experts, who bring on average 30 years experience of providing expert GM and Toyota service. We have the latest, most advanced equipment specifically designed for your vehicles. Express Lube and service hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 336-1500 to service your vehicle.
Okoboji Motor Company. Driven to serve better. Driven to serve better.
The Savings Bank is proud to be a part of our community and committed to supporting education and sports in our area. Visit any one of the Savings Bank locations in Primgar, Hartley, and Lake Park and let them be part of your financial team. Go to savingsbankia.com for more details. Member FDIC.
Girls basketball, that's because we got brackets as well. Let's run down the rankings first. In 1A, Algona Bishop Garrigan still number 1 at 16-1. Newell Fonda number 2. Remsen St. Mary's is number 4. And in Class 2A, number 1 team is Dike New Hartford. Central Lyon 2. Sibley Ocheyedan number 3. Pocahontas area in at number 8. And Sioux Central comes in at number 14.
Okay.
Hinton is at number 11. And in 3A, ELC still number 1. Sioux Center bumps up to number 6. Unity Christian has fallen down to 10th. And dropping out of the poll is Cherokee. So we have some rankings. Let's maybe start with 1A if we could, Tim.
Yeah.
Where are these? Where's HLP going to end up?
I saw them earlier. Just got to get to the right region. They're going to be in Region 4 this year. They don't keep it simple and put Northwest Iowa in Region 1 for us anymore.
All right.
So they're going to face off, I believe this is a Thursday matchup, February 9th. They'll be at Trinity Christian. That'll be at 7 o'clock there. Some other teams in that side of the bracket will be Kingsley Pearson, South O'Brien, and the number 1 team in that bracket is Remsen St. Mary's. So Region 4 kind of goes through Remsen, if you will. For Class 2A, one of our... Sometimes we get lucky with our regional matchups as Emmetsburg going to be hosting Hartley Melvin Sanborn. So 2 of our region teams will be on that one, as that's going to be a Saturday matchup. I always call it Super Saturday in the state of Iowa.
Region 3, by the way.
Yes, so Region 3. Winner of that one faces a very good Sibley Ocheyedan team this year, but good for Sibley Ocheyedan to get their own region. Kind of seen them kind of get a good rebuild of that program going.
And if HMS were to come away the winners in that matchup, I believe they will have had a matchup with Sibley Ocheyedan under their belt because they're supposed to play them this week, actually. They're going to be playing there on Thursday in a non-conference game.
So that is Class 2A Region 3. And then Alta Aurelia Ridgeview also on the side of the bracket.
And Sioux Central as well.
Yeah, Sioux Central's
they're the number 2 seed. Yeah.
The North Union Central Springs also in there. Belmont, Clemmy, Lake Mills. So a pretty spread out region, but you kind of see the east and west side of that kind of setup. And then for Class 3A, got a few teams in that. As far as our regional teams, they ended up in Region 6 as Spirit Lake can be hosting Rock Valley on that Saturday. Okoboji traveling to Unity Christian, that also on Saturday. And if you're Unity Christian as a 2 seed, I don't think you wanted necessarily an Okoboji team for your first round matchup because Okoboji has played really tough with a lot of teams this year.
Yeah, so that'll be an interesting matchup there. Unity Christian's had a couple of losses that hurt them rankings-wise. They were, right up there at the top for a good chunk of the season. So I think interesting to see how that all works out.
Well, and I think you see the loss reflected right into their region as they are the 2 seed to Sioux Center, who has rocketed up to get their own region.
Okay, so here we go. Second half of our girls matchup here with HMS and HLP. Wolves lead by 14. Hawks go inside to Otto, and she'll draw a foul here to start this second half. Nice feed inside to her as well, and that's going to be Allison Wallace's 3rd foul to start the second half. And so free throws here for Mariah Otto, who's 2 for 4 so far tonight, and this one no good. Now we'll get the 4A and 5A pairings next week.
Yeah, they start a little later, so they wait for those brackets.
Second free throw for Otto, no good. Rebound will go to Arrett. The only real local school on the 4A side is Spencer, and they are ranked.
Yeah.
And could end up as a number 2 seed. HMS gets a steal here. This is going to be Hawk. Can't get the layup to go, and HLP will come away with the rebound.
You say if you want to stretch the local coverage, Storm Lake also on 4A, a much improved Storm Lake team this year.
Yeah, they are. They haven't maybe won as many games in their conference play, but yes, definitely an improved squad in Storm Lake. Here's Reimers. Shot up, no good. She's fouled. Free throws coming up. Nice feed to Reimers. I want to say it was Gunderson. Or no, check that, Niemeyer. So Reimers will go to the line. She is only 1 for 6 at the line so far tonight, though, so the Wolves could use some free throws here. That one is no good as well.
Also want to wish luck to all the girls state wrestling participants, as the first sanctioned girls state wrestling tournament going to be this weekend in Coralville.
That's right. And that one is good for Reimers. She makes the second one, breaks the little streak there, and the Wolves are on the board here in the second half. 36-21 they lead, and they're going to slap that pressure back on. HMS will break it. They get it to Otto, drives down to the baseline. Just about got fouled or ran into there, and then she'll pass it out to Hawk. Ball goes out of bounds, last touched by Niemeyer.
That pressure is what kind of helped spark that little run at the end of the half. So Coach Ray keeping with it.
HMS will go into Mutombo. Now
HMS
over to Skip Off.
On offense right in front of that HLP student section.
Here's Skip Off from the baseline, puts it on the floor, drives in, tries to muscle her way in there, can't get anything to go, and it'll be out of bounds.
Wonder if that was tipped out. They say no, just HLP ball.
Well, she just kind of lost the handle on it. That's a turnover. She didn't really get a shot off. Reimers with it here for the Wolves. She'll go down, or tries to go to Gunderson. Gunderson not quite ready for it. It'll go out of bounds. There's turnover number 9. 9 turnovers on the Wolves. 18 on Hartley Melvin Sanborn. And Skip Off, and the Hawks turn it over again. Reimers will pick up the loose basketball. That's pretty good defense by the Wolves. Goes to Gunderson. Now finds a cutting to Boom. She loses the handle on it. It'll be last touch by HMS, though.
It's kind of like I said, sounds bad for HMS to have that many turnovers, but at least a half of those you could say are steals by HLP.
Yeah, you got to give the Wolves a lot of credit. Here's a 3 attempt. Air it. Didn't go down. Offensive rebound. Niemeyer shot up. No, but she's fouled. Free throws coming up. And the foul this time around will go on, let's see. I think it might have been on Dauma. That'll be her first. And that shot is no good for Kendall Niemeyer. I'm going to say Dauma actually has 2 fouls. Might have missed one earlier. Another free throw here, also off the mark. And the rebound goes to Hartley Melvin Sanborn. Well, if you can criticize the Wolves at all tonight, it's definitely the free throw shooting. Because the 15-point lead would be about a 30-point lead. Well, maybe not quite that much. About a 25-point lead if they had made them. Ooh, now a 3 there for Skip-Off, and HMS on the board here in the second half.
And that made a very nice sound going through the hoop.
36-24. Wolves with the lead. Niemeyer wants to go down into Arrett. Spin move, shot up, in and out, no good. She's had kind of the hot hand. HMS with the rebound. And a foul here. They're going to get to Boom. Going to say she gave a little shove, and that'll be her third.
I'm going to say you almost thought maybe they were going to call travel on Otto, but it was the fact that she got fouled is why she kind of was off balance.
Yep. Ooh, and there was just about another travel. Hawks get it ahead to Dauma. Now Dauma will go to Mutombo in the lane. Tries to get around her defender. Shot up, no good. Rebound will go out of bounds. Last touch by HMS. Maybe rushing things a little bit there. But if you're the Wolves, you got to like that you're holding on to a 12-point lead here. And they'll go to DeBoom at the free throw line. Out to Eric. Skip past Niemeyer. Kendall puts it on the floor, now backs it off just a bit. Goes back to Gunderson. Cross court to Eric. Over to Reimers. She'll go into the lane. Finds Gunderson at the elbow. Her 2 is good. Lily Gunderson has 5. Wolves got a shot from the floor to go here in the second half now. Hawk ahead to Skip-Off to break the press. Drives in right side. Splits the defense. Layup good. Nice move by Kylie Skip-Off.
Nice little up and under. Through the traffic and in.
Back to a 12-point lead for HLP, 4:40 to go, third quarter. Wolves will go to Gunderson right side. Puts it on the floor. Got to find somebody. Goes back up top to Arrett. Now down to Niemeyer and back out to Reimers to shoot the three, and she got it to go. Second tray for Reimers. And a timeout on the floor by Coach Jared Ray. Quick timeout will take one as well. 41-26 Wolves, back in 30 seconds, Q102.
Savings Bank is proud to be a part of our community and committed to supporting education and sports in our area. Visit any one of the Savings Bank locations in Primgar, Hartley, and Lake Park and let them be part of your financial team. Go to savingsbankia.com for more details. Member FDIC.
Hello, this is Matt Karstensen with Karstensen Meat and Grocery in Lake Park. We're proud to support the Harris Lake Park Wolves this season. Shop Karstensen Meat and Grocery for Black Angus beef, Duroc pork, garden fresh produce, and homemade baked goods. Score many great deals at Karstensen Meat and Grocery. Go Wolves.
With Tim Soper, I'm Jason Jacobs. Thanks to Patrick back in the studios and all of our great sports sponsors. We're on Q102 and Explore Live Video tonight.
Of course, boys game coming up next.
Yep, Hawks with the basketball out of the timeout. Still time in this one. If they can get this lead to around 10 or less, and we're going to have a jump ball called.
Well, that's not going to help.
Another turnover. That's the 20th turnover unofficially.
That was just good straight-up defense. Put the hand on the ball to tie it up and get the turnover.
Here's Reimers. Finds an open Arrett, and she's had the hot hand tonight for the Wolves. Connects with that one. She's got 11. Now skip off. Gets around the defense. Tries to throw cross-court to Otto. Wolves are ready to intercept it. Up ahead to an open Reimers. Layup is good. And a timeout by Hartley Melvin Sanborn, a full timeout. We will take one as well. The lead is stretched to 19. 45-26 Harris Lake Park. Back in a minute, Q102.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm and Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
What does it mean to be on a team? It means other people are depending on you. That's why the Bank Midwest team supports student athletes, because we know being part of a team teaches you a lot. So good luck to your team from ours. Bank Midwest. Member FDIC.
Are you paying too much for internet service? It's time to cut the wires, cut the charges. IGL Teleconnect is your local internet provider. No contracts, no hidden fees, no equipment rental, and no confusing packages for just $40 a month. IGL Teleconnect, we put you first.
Everybody loves a good cup of coffee, but at Blurry Bigfoot Coffee Company, they have great coffee. Hot and cold coffee drinks, smoothies, energy drinks, all-day breakfast, sandwiches, and much more. Blurry Bigfoot Coffee Company and Blurry Bigfoot Bakery and Bistro in Lake Park are proud supporters of the Harris Lake Park Wolves.
To Moni, and she turns it over as well. Up ahead to Reimers. Layup won't go that time around. We're going to have a foul on the rebound that'll go against Niemeyer.
Almost ended up too far under the hoop, it seemed like.
Just a little bit too far. But the Wolves will keep the pressure on here, leading by 19 with 3:36 to go third quarter, and the Hawks will break it ahead to Mutombo. Now got to be careful. Does save it there. Finds Hawk. She'll shoot the three. That went in. That was a rifle by Elise Hawk.
So you can't even call the line drive.
That just fired that sucker in there. Now Wallace at the free throw line. Goes out to the wing. They'll go down inside Niemeyer. Pretty good defense. Spin move around the defense. They're going to call a foul. Free throw's coming up, and Elise Hawk says, what else was I supposed to do?
I had some funky spin on it. Just whirled out of there.
Yeah. Well, you got to like the move there by Niemeyer. She'll shoot 2 free throws here. And free throw on the way off the front of the rim, no good. Our broadcast tonight, thanks to all sorts of wonderful sponsors: Okoboji Motor Company, Gunderson's Restaurant and Lounge, and Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, among the many making it possible. Another free throw here for Niemeyer. That one is good. The lead is back to 17, 46-29, with 3:13 to go third quarter. HMS has Knobloch back in the game. She provided a spark at moments in the first half. Now the Hawks go to Moni at the wing. Tosses it inside Dauma. There was double team there. And ball is saved. Nicely done there by Errett. Turnover HMS. Reimers back the other way. Off the glass, will fall in.
Second time we've seen a Wolf basically dive out of bounds to get the save.
Really good hustle. And now another turnover. Reimers was ready for the pass. Goes to Niemeyer. Layup is good. Now the Wolves are really pouring it on here, up by 21. Hawks will get it ahead to Moni. Into the front court. Thought about a three. Now goes to Knobloch for three. That's short. Ooh. Rebound will go to who? Wolves. Back the other way comes Reimers. She wants to run with it. Layup won't go. Rebound this time around goes to HMS and Knobloch. Yeah, Mariah Otto took a rebound off the noggin there a moment ago.
Oh, actually knocked her almost to her backside for a little bit. Seems to be okay, though.
Skip off, misses the first shot, gets a rebound, and lays it in. 50-31 HLP, a minute 55 to go, third quarter. Reimers looking for a screen, just blows by the defense and lays it in. Wow.
I used the term the Red Sea parted, but that was about a perfect example of it.
It was very well done. Up ahead, the Hawks go to Skip off. Skip pass over to Moni. She went down with it. Now we'll find Skip off. Open three. No. Rebound will go to Knobloch. Put back won't go. And a third attempt also won't go. Who's going to get the rebound? Harris Lake Park comes away with it. And up ahead to Reimers, who's ahead of the defense. Count the shot and the foul. Outstanding job by Reimers running the floor. Knobloch picks up foul number 2, team foul number 4. So Reimers with the opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play as the Wolves bring in Callie Sohn for Wallace. So here's the free throw for Reimers. That's going to be short off the front of the rim. Rebound goes to Dauma.
How about Reimers this third quarter?
And an outlet to Skip off. Yeah, here's a three on the way. That is no good. Offensive rebound putback, no good for HMS. Couple more missed opportunities, and Wolves can't quite hang on to the rebound. I think that's because they were fouled. Yes, and it'll be the fourth foul on Skip off. A minute 07 to go here in the quarter. The lead is 23 for the Wolves at 54-31. HMS will bring Skip off out of the game here. And they brought in, I think, Lindsay Van Ness, excuse me. Reimers. Goes up to Errett. In the lane. Intercepted by Knobloch. She wants to go back the other way. Goes to an open Van Ness for three. That will not fall in. Rebound. Mutombo grabs it. I think they're going to have a jump ball here. Reimers got her hand in there as well. Possession arrow will remain HMS's way.
I think for a while, Reimers and, Niemeyer were almost fighting for the ball against each other.
Had a good smile afterwards. Hawks get it in for an open Knobloch. In and out, no good. Offensive rebound putback for Otto is good. So that time around, HMS used their height. Gets the lead back down to 21, excuse me. Reimers loses the handle on it. It'll be picked up by Otto. Credit Mutombo for getting the steal there. She wants to run with it. Floater in the lane. Off the glass is good for Emily Mutombo.
HMS looking for their end of quarter flurry here.
Yeah, they got it back to 19. Reimers will cross the timeline. Mutombo fights through a screen. Now a loose basketball picked up by Hartley Melvin Samward. There's the 12th turnover. 2 seconds. Mutombo's got to get it off. She does. It'll be short. And that's the end of the third quarter. Harris Lake Park has stretched their lead to 54-35. We'll go to the fourth quarter in a minute on Q102 and Explore Live Video.
Window and door solutions for your next project. Choose superior quality to enhance the character of your home. Choose Marvin. Visit your local Marvin dealer. Consumer Lumber in Spirit Lake, Spencer, and Lake Park. Locally owned and operated since 1906.
At Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, we are member-owned. That means everyone who gets their power from Iowa Lakes is also an owner. That's the cooperative difference.
The power is yours at your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
In Lake Park tonight with Tim Soper, I'm Jason Jacobs. Thanks to Patrick back at Mission Control and all of our great sports sponsors who make our broadcast possible. We thank you. So HLP with the ball to start the fourth quarter and the 19-point lead. Reimers with it here. Tries to get away from her defender, now over to Gunderson. Up top, Errett. Skip pass to Reimers. Shot fake. Drives towards the free throw line. Now finds Errett again. She'll shoot the three. That's off the mark. Rebound goes to Mariah Otto.
It's kind of fun watching Mutombo guard Reimers. That's just speed against speed.
Yes, they've really battled in there tonight. Here's Knobloch, and she travels. Hartley Melvin Sanborn unofficially 25 turnovers in this one.
That's not ideal.
No, I think they had 17 in the first half.
So a little bit better in the third quarter.
Yeah, still.
There's just a flurry there that really hurt them.
Yep. That's a nice move to the basket by Wallace. She can't make the shot, but we'll have a jump ball on the rebound, and HMS will have the ball with it. Coachable moment there as Coach Ray chats with his assistant coach for a moment there. That was funny. Up ahead, the Hawks go. They'll find Dauma inside. She'll just spin around and draw the foul. And Wallace can't believe it.
I think most HLP fans and coaches.
And Coach Ray's not pleased with it either. Dauma to shoot some free throws. Ooh, and Coach Ray's kind of going to let him have it over that.
Well,
I mean, he has an argument, but there's a free throw for Dauma.
I'm not saying there's any coaches that don't know the rule book, but Coach Ray does have the officiating experience to go with it, too, so he's probably...
Well, and he's just sticking up for his players. Dauma will shoot another free throw. It's probably not going to make a difference in this one. That one is around the rim, no good. Rebound will go to who? Wolves will come away with it. It's Errett, and a timeout called.
No, they just say
okay.
HLP ball. I think they may have called it a jump ball.
Okay.
I thought they called timeout pointing at Coach Ray, too, but they were just pointing in that direction.
54-36 Wolves, 7 to play. Reimers looks for the screen, gets away from Mutombo. Now bounce pass out to Gunderson. Shot up, no good. Mutombo comes away with the rebound. She wants to run back the other way. Around the defender. Shot up, no. Rebound will go to DeBoom and the Wolves. Quick outlet to Reimers. Let's see what she does on the other end. Gets around the defense, lays her in.
Oh, DeBoom is down, and
she's in pain.
Mm-hmm.
And that does not look like fun. We have an injury timeout on the floor. She's going to get help to her feet here. Let's take a quick timeout. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with more high school basketball on Q102 and Explore Live Video.
Gunderson's Restaurant and Lounge and Silver Lanes Bowling Center are a proud sponsor of Harris Lake Park Sports. Gunderson's Restaurant and Lounge and Silver Lanes Bowling Center offer daily and nightly specials. Stop in and enjoy a drink, grab a bite to eat, or bowl a game.
Everybody loves a good cup of coffee, but at Blurry Bigfoot Coffee Company, they have great coffee. Hot and cold coffee drinks, smoothies, energy drinks, all-day breakfast, sandwiches, and much more. Blurry Bigfoot Coffee Company and Blurry Bigfoot Bakery and Bistro in Lake Park are proud supporters of the Harris Lake Park Wolves.
38 to go here in the ballgame. Hawks with the basketball. And skip off in trouble. Gonna draw a foul. And they're gonna get Reimers with a foul on the arm.
Not much argument this time around.
No, not a whole lot of argument there. HMS will inbound here to Mutombo. 6.5 to play. Thought about a three, now goes to Hawk. Mutombo into the lane, out to skip off, shot fake, drives in, Right side, not much there. Good defense by the Wolves. Gets it back out to Mutombo. They'll drive in. Shot up, no good. Rebound goes to Niemeyer. And quickly up ahead to Reimers, who wants to run with it. Layup's good on the other end. Man, she's good with that left hand. 58-36. Now they got HMS in a little trap here. They'll get it ahead to Otto. Ooh, there was definitely a foul there. She'll get it across court. Shot is up, no good for Dalma, but she's fouled. Free throws coming up. She got hacked on the arm as well. And the foul will go against Lily Gunderson. That's just her first. Team foul number 6. 5 team fouls for the Hawks in this half. And a free throw here for Abby Dalma is good. We'll thank a few more sponsors. Your Spirit Lake Hy-Vee, IGL Teleconnect, and State Farm Insurance. And another free throw coming up for the 6-foot sophomore, Abby Dalma. 5:52 to play. The free throw is too strong, and Harris Lake Park with the rebound. We're going to have a foul, and that's going to be it, I believe, for skip-off. Let's see, 6, 9, 12. She'll foul out with 13 points. I know she's the leading scorer so far for HMS. So she checks out. Mariah Otto checks back in. 5:52 to go in this one. And Reimers will bring it up for the Wolves. Goes to Niemeyer. Up top, Gunderson. Back to Reimers, right wing. She'll drive into the lane. Tries to toss it down to Niemeyer. Maybe a little miscommunication there. It'll go out of bounds.
This wasn't at the spot I think she was expecting her to be.
Wallace checks in here for Kelsey Arrett. Man, this Wolves squad has improved, Tim.
Yes, I love the scrappiness and using their speed.
We saw it start to develop last year at times, but it's really improved, and it's all built around the press and the turnovers. And Reimers with a little bit of a reach in there. It'll be a one-on-one shot coming up here for Mutombo.
And good news if you're Wolves fans. Yes, you'll miss Callie Stone and Allison Wallace, but those are the only 2 seniors on this squad.
They've got a nice nucleus that will come back again.
We've seen that happen for a few teams here in Northwest Iowa where they have that young core. But as long as they stick together, it can really build a tradition.
Hawks get the rebound on a miss, 1-on-1, and then we got a jump ball after the shot was missed. Sohn got a jump ball force with her and Dalma. It'll remain HMS ball. Mutombo will inbound. Gotta find somebody. Does find Otto. She'll dribble it back out. Now finds Teese, who's open in the lane. Her shot won't go down, and the rebound goes to HLP, and we're going to have a foul on Hartley Melvin Sanborn. That'll be on Mutombo with a reach-in on the arm.
I was going to say, I think a little credit, even though he'll be the first to give it to his girls, Coach Jared Ray and his new system seems to be benefiting the players as well.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of him and the different style. It's 1-on-1 here for Allison Wallace. Wolves lead by 21, excuse me. Wallace 1 for 2 at the line so far tonight. The free throw is good. She'll get another one here in a moment.
Then on the flip side, you got HMS, who I believe Van Otterloo is a first-year coach with them.
Yep.
2 seniors, no juniors. So kind of maybe looking to do the same thing, just maybe a year behind that rebuilding process of what HLP is. But you got to hope and look at the future of HMS with all that young talent. If you can stay together, I think that's the key.
I agree. Here's Mutombo. Picks up the dribble. Got to go somewhere. Does find Hawk. She'll shoot a deep 3. That's no good. Offensive rebound. Otto. Putback is good. One of those building blocks might be Mariah Otto. He's had 6 in this one. Cuts the lead back to 20. Wallace now with it. Over to Reimers. Gets away from Mutombo, right side, and then is going to get fouled. They're going to get Dalma with the foul, and she definitely had a hand on the ball there, but I think they're going to say she got the arm as well.
I'm going to say it depends on which fan base you ask what she did. Free
throw here is going to fall in for Reimers. Our broadcast thanks to Hartley Hometown Pharmacy, MHR Insurance, and Northwest Iowa Bone, Joint, and Sports Surgeons. Another free throw for Peyton Reimers coming up. And that one is good. Full timeout called by Coach Jared Ray. Will take one as well. 60-second break, 61-39 Wolves. Back after this on Q102.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames and the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake. Your Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is making lives easier, healthier, and happier. Check out Hy-Vee.com and find meal solutions, recipes, your weekly ad, and the latest edition of Seasons. Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is a proud supporter of all students, wishing them a good year academically and athletically.
Gunderson's Restaurant and Lounge and Silver Lanes Bowling Center are a proud sponsor of Harris Lake Park Sports. Gunderson's Restaurant and Lounge and Silver Lanes Bowling Center offer daily and nightly specials. Stop in and enjoy a drink, grab a bite to eat, or bowl a game.
61-39. HLP leads HMS. 4:29 to go, and there's another turnover. Gunderson gets it this time around, but misses the bunny on the other end. Moni comes away with it for the Hawks, races into the front court. Picks up the dribble, skip pass over to Elise Hawk for three. No. And a rebound goes to Moni. She couldn't quite contain it, though. Tried to save her out of bounds. And it'll be Harris Lake Park basketball.
The ball kind of died down by her feet.
She
didn't really know. She's like, do I step out of bounds?
Do I step on the ball? Throw it in and couldn't quite get it to go. Here's Reimers. Oh, nice pass inside. A wide open zone, but couldn't quite get the shot to go. Putback is there, though, for Allison Wallace. HMS will break the press, ahead to Hawk. Now here's Otto, drives left side around Wallace, and layup good. Nice move by Mariah Otto. 3:44 to go. 22-point lead for Harris Lake Park. A flurry of points end of the first half, and a flurry of points in the third quarter. That's what led the Wolves. There's a missed bunny there, almost went down for Gunderson.
They've had some good looks.
They have.
You know they're not hitting all of them.
And, I mean, imagine if they had made 50% of their free throws tonight. This would be a 30-point game. But you got to like the improvement. HMS with the ball here. Mutombo out to Hawk. Tosses it down inside. Otto gets around the defense. First shot won't go. We're going to have a foul on the floor the second time around. And the foul will go on Callie Sohn. That'll be her first team foul number 8, and so it'll be a 1-and-1 free throw here for Mariah Otto. 2 for 6 at the line tonight. Thanks to United Community Bank, the Hut Bar and Grill, and Consumers Lumber Company for sponsoring the broadcast. The free throw, no good, and Wallace with a rebound for Harris Lake Park and an outlet to Reimers, who's always looking to run into the front court. Bounce pass to Sohn.
I think she's being told by Coach Ray to, let's hold up a little bit here.
Yep, well, with 3 minutes to go. The Reimers will drive into the lane here and draw a foul on the floor. Uses that speed, and she'll get around Mutombo this time around, who picks up her 4th foul, team foul number 8. So it'll be a free throw here for Peyton Reimers. Peyton struggled a little bit from the line tonight. She's 4 of 11 so far. Make that 5 for 12 now.
That one was nice looking.
Beautiful. Bulls will go to the bench here in a moment.
Say, what do you have Reimers for points? I don't know if they got it right on the scoreboard.
I'll add it up here. Addison Hibma, a junior, checks in for HLP. Another free throw coming up here for Reimers. You think I can do that kind of math that fast?
I'm trying.
Free throw no good. We're going to have a jump ball on the rebound. Possession arrow favors HLP.
With your new career, I was hoping you got the math in there.
No, they make calculators for that.
True, yeah.
$29 is what I have.
Okay. Good game either way.
Yeah. Sohn. And a jump ball call between her and Moni. Moni got a hand in there, and Moni ended up on the floor out of the deal. It'll be HMS ball off of a turnover.
I was going to say, remember the days when your math teacher said you're not going to have a calculator every day?
Yes, you do. Yes, you can. You can have a calculator wherever you want. Thanks to my phone. All right. Hawks will go to Hawk down inside. Dauma trying to force it up. Ball go out of bounds. Who it'll be last touched by? It'll be off of HLP. Okay. 64-41 Wolves. 2:27 to go in our girls matchup. Boys game will follow here in a little bit. We get some new players into the game. Van Ness back in for HMS. For the Wolves, we'll see Riley Whitrock for the first time tonight. As I mentioned, Hibma's into the game. Hawks will go inside to Mutombo.
Nice
the
move.
Defender. Nope, she traveled, they say. Well, I think she got the move because she took the extra step.
Yeah, it's one of those kind of bang-bang Euro step plays. Sometimes you see it called, sometimes you don't.
2:15 to go. Reimers goes to the wing to Hibma. Tries to go to Whitrock. Stolen away by Mutombo into the front court. Bounce pass over to an open Van Ness. And Lindsay Van Ness is into the scorer's books. Reimers gets away from the defense. Tries to take it coast to coast. It's blocked. Does get her own rebound. Out to Wallace for a free throw line shot that won't go down, and HMS comes away with the rebound.
Still fast and furious action.
Here's a 3 attempt for Knobloch. That'll be way short. And it will be Harris Lake Park ball with 1:35 to go. Another new player for the Wolves, Riley Rankin, checks in. And we'll see Niemeyer back in as well. And Mercedes Oris will get in here for the first time tonight. I think the Wolves will get everybody pretty much into the ball game.
I said they had 6 on the floor for a little bit.
Just about all of them. And so the Wolves will have the basketball here. Niemeyer will get it into the front court. Gets a screen from Rankin. Mutombo fights through it. Now goes to Hibma. Back out. Zone thought about it. Now here's Hibma again. And Niemeyer can't quite hang on to it in turnover.
You know, and with it being senior night, they may try to look to get Stone a shot here as Wallace kind of embraced by her teammates on her way off the floor.
Sure. Here's Moni to Knobloch. Over to Mutombo. Moni finds Mutombo. Puts it on the floor, back to Moni. Shot up for the 3, no good. Niemeyer comes away with the rebound. Quick outlet ahead to Hibma. Can't make the bunny on the other end. Rebound goes to Knobloch. 45 seconds to go. Knobloch to Moni. Tries to toss it inside. Dauma can't quite get a hold on it. It'll be stolen away by Rankin, and then she gets it knocked out of bounds by Mutombo. And is that a foul?
Nope, just pushed out of bounds.
Okay. HMS will bring Otto back in. Wolves will bring in, let's see here, Riley Whitrock.
I'll let Sohn get her ovation on her way out.
Yeah, as a senior. Here's Whitrock. Over to Niemeyer. Niemeyer drives in right side. Can't quite hang on to it there. Just about got a poke free. Picks up a loose basketball. Shot up, no good. Rebound will go to HMS. Moni up ahead to Otto. Still about lost the handle on it. Does find Mutombo. She'll drive into the lane. Floater off the glass. Will fall in.
Hard off the glass, but it worked.
64-45. 7 seconds to go in this one. Into the front court goes Niemeyer. She'll just dribble it out. HLP going to get their 5th win of the season, beating Hartley Melvin Sanborn tonight 64-45. And again, the Wolves now 5-12 on the year. HMS falls to 1-16. We've reached the postgame show in our broadcast, and that's brought to you by Doctors Norland and Cornwall at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, recap this one, and then preview the boys' game. It's all next on Q102 and Explore Live Video.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Hello, this is Matt Karstensen with Karstensen Meat and Grocery in Lake Park. We're proud to support the Harris Lake Park Wolves this season. Shop Karstensen Meat and Grocery for Black Angus beef, Duroc pork, garden fresh produce, and homemade baked goods. Score many great deals at Karstensen Meat and Grocery. Go Wolves!
Head down the highway to MHR Insurance and get the power of one from West Bend. Simplify with one policy, one affordable premium, one common loss deductible, and money back at the end of the year when you're claim free. What? Money back? See MHR Insurance in Milford or call 338-2654.
Northwest Iowa Bone, Joint, and Sports Surgeons have been providing excellent care to the community for the past 40 years. Their team offers specialized care, including sports medicine, as well as in-house physical therapy. Exceptional, dependable, local. Visit NWIABone.com. Everybody loves a good cup of coffee, but at Blurry Bigfoot Coffee Company, they have great coffee. Hot and cold coffee drinks, smoothies, energy drinks, all-day breakfast, sandwiches, and much more. Blurry Bigfoot Coffee Company and Blurry Bigfoot Bakery and Bistro in Lake Park are proud supporters of the Harris Lake Park Wolves.
Post-game show brought to you by Doctors Norland and Cornwall at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake. And the final in our girls matchup, Harris Lake Park wins tonight 64-45 over Hartley Melvin Sanborn to go to 5-12 on the season. And Tim, a great night for Peyton Reimers, 29 points for her, 11 for Kelsey Arrett, 10 for Kendall Niemeyer tonight, 5 for Delaney DeBoom and Lily Gunderson, 4 for Allison Wallace. Just 16 turnovers for the Wolves, who shot 38% in the contest, 24 of 64. They shot 39% in that second half, 11 of 28. So pretty nice win for this Wolves squad, who, has now won 5 games on the year, much improved over recent seasons, and you got to like the direction that the program is going in.
Yeah, and some momentum heading in towards postseason, which is less than 2 weeks away.
Yeah, and they'll see Trinity Christian, who they lost to 49-42 the first time around, and they're actually going to see Trinity Christian again on Friday.
So Friday and then Thursday for that matchup.
Or actually Thursday, they'll see Trinity Christian on the road.
Okay.
At 6 o'clock. So yeah, they'll go Thursday to Thursday to Trinity Christian. So we'll see how that one works out for the Wolves moving forward. For Hartley Melvin Sanborn tonight, led by Kylie Skipoff with 13. She would foul out with the 13 points. 9 for Emily Mutombo, 8 for Mariah Otto, 5 for Gracie Knobloch, 3 for Elise Hawk, 2 for Lindsay Van Ness and Abby Dauma, 3 for Frankie Moni. The story for Hartley Melvin Sanborn, though, was the 28 turnovers unofficially in this one. That's just not going to get it done most nights, as the Hawks shooting-wise, only shot 28%, 16 of 58. They only ended up with 6 less attempts than Harris Lake Park in the game, but really could have been a lot uglier on some of those levels, just given the amount of turnovers. For Hartley Melvin Sanborn, who falls to 1-16, they've got a tough matchup coming up Thursday at Sibley Ocheyedan. Friday, they go to Trinity Christian. So there you go. Again, the final in our girls' matchup tonight, Harris Lake Park gets the win, 64-45. And thanks again to Doctors Norland and Cornwall at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake for sponsoring our girls' postgame show. Now let's turn it over to the boys' pregame show. Hartley Melvin Sanborn coming in with an 8-8 record on the year, and to say that it's been up and down, that would be probably an understatement for this HMS team. They have had probably 3-4 games that they probably let slip away on some levels. Harris Lake Park probably feels the same way in some ways. They're 5-9 on the year. They've split with some teams. They've played well at times against teams, not so well at other times. So it'll be interesting to see how this one shakes out here. By the way, the matchup between the two schools, Tim, 11-11.
And it can't end in a tie tonight, can it?
No.
So someone's going to take advantage.
Someone's going to take the lead in the series, which has been a fun back-and-forth series between the Hawks and the Wolves. Nathan Hoagland, the Hartley Melvin Sanborn head coach, Jeff Sohn, the Wolves head coach. Sports director Scott Nolte, I believe, had a chance to catch up with both of them prior to our ball game this evening. And our boys' pregame interviews are sponsored by Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake, online at lakeshealth.org. We'll hear the first of those interviews coming up in 30 seconds on Q102 and Explore Live Video.
Smellick Law Office in Hartley is proud to stand behind the Hartley Melvin Sanborn athletes and students. Smellick Law Office will stand behind you as well. Smellick Law Office in Hartley. Go Hawks!
For the freshest meat selection and best value in the area, head to Fiesta Foods in Hartley. Go to fiestafoodshartley.com and click on register. There you can sign up to have a weekly ad and box beef prices emailed directly to you. Find the best cuts of quality meat at Fiesta Foods in Hartley and fiestafoodshartley.com.
Support your local community and independently owned Hartley Hometown Pharmacy. Shopping locally at Hartley Hometown Pharmacy means keeping the money in the community with tax income and supporting the local workforce and suppliers. Hartley Hometown Pharmacy, located at Fiesta Foods in Hartley.
We're getting ready for part 2 of our doubleheader, Harris Lake Park, Hartley Melvin Sanborn. And before we get to the boys game, let's bring in the coaches. And we're going to start off with Harris Lake Park boys basketball coach Jeff Sohn. Jeff, good to talk to you again. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Scott.
Well, a quick turnaround as you guys played last night, and you would take on West Bend Mallard and got the victory 46-34. Looks like you got off to a really good start in that first half.
Yeah, we did. We played really good defensively. I thought, we held them down as far as scoring. I think we held them at 13 in the first half, and we were able to have get an 11-point lead going in the break. And then the guys just did a good job. It was a battle. We got pretty physical at times, and the guys did a great job. I thought defensively to hold them to 34 was good. They got a couple really good athletes that we did a good job of containing, and that we did a good job of taking care of the basketball. We did not shoot the ball very well, and we were 8 for 24 from the free throw line. So, we got some work to do there, obviously, but for us to win by 12 and not shooting the ball that well and miss that many free throws is good for the guys.
Well, looking at some of your stats, pretty balanced. Tice Gunderson had a nice job with points and some rebounds, some assists. Eli Robinson. So some just really good balanced efforts last night.
Yeah, it was. And then we had Michael Loonstra come in, and he hit a big shot for us on Friday against Akron, too, a three-pointer when I think they had it cut to like 3. And then I think he popped in 7 for us last night. So that's good to see him, coming on, later on in the season. Kind of been waiting for it all season. And it's nice to have a guy come off the bench and give you a little spark.
You bet. And you mentioned Akron Westfield. That was a nice win on Friday as well.
Yeah, it was. We once again, I thought defensively we played really good. We took care of the ball again as well that night, and we just put ourselves in a position to win. And like I said, we had a decent lead midway through the third, and then they got cut to 3, and our guys did a great job. And I think we went on a 14-2 run the last 3 or 4 minutes of the game, something like that, to really seal the deal. So that was good to see our guys step up and make some plays when we needed to down the stretch in that game on Friday.
You bet. Well, nice back-to-back wins for your squad as we're visiting with Harris Lake Park boys basketball coach Jeff Sohn. And now you'll take on Hartley Melvin Sanborn for the second time this season. First time, they would get you by 5, and a little bit of a slow start in that first quarter for you from that first game. What do you remember from that first game?
Well, to be honest, this whole month's kind of been a whirlwind. So that game has been a long time ago. So I do know that, Barron's, like I told you the first time he played, he's a handful, and he did a nice job, especially in the first half against us. He was just a beast. We tried to send doubles at him, and even when we did that, he was able to get offensive rebounds. And he was kind of the X factor in that first half, especially. And then I thought our guys did a good job of battling their way back in the second half and making a game out of it. So, we're obviously going to have to know where he is all the time and put a body on him and at least, try to keep him off the glass and just do our best to, work our butts off. Same thing with Cooper. He's a great player too. And there are other guys that have been shooting the ball decent as of late. So we're going to have to just play a really solid fundamental defensively and try to contain those guys a little bit and see what we can do.
Okay, great. Should be fun. Jeff, thank you so much for joining us here in the pregame. Congratulations on the win last night, and best of luck as you take on HMS.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Scott. Thanks a lot.
Yep, thank you. Harris Lake Park boys basketball coach Jeff Sohn. More pregame coming up on Q102.
Insurance is all about relationships. It's built on trust and getting to know our clients. We want to know about you.
We try to sell more than just a policy. In essence, we're selling ourselves, and in that regard, I feel we have a very good product.
You might say, well, everybody has people, but we have people. And we have people who love their jobs and are passionate about what they do.
The producer or the accounting department or the receptionist at the desk, they want to see that customer taken care of.
A lot has changed in 125 years, but the Savings Bank of Primgar, Hartley, and Lake Park remains committed to serving our area farmers. Whether you're looking to grow your operation, finance new equipment, or obtain a line of credit for this production cycle, you can count on the Savings Bank of Primgar, Hartley, and Lake Park. Member FDIC.
We're back on the pregame, Q102, and Explore Live video with Hartley Melvin Sanborn, Harris Lake Park. At this time, we're going to bring in HMS boys basketball coach Nate Hoagland. And Nate, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Scott.
You bet. And Nate, your squad has been involved in some really close games, and you were very busy last week. You had Remsen St. Mary's lost by 10. You won against MMCRU by 12, and then lost to Boyden Hall by 7 and Hinton by 2. So very busy week last week and a lot of close contests.
Yeah, this time of year with all the weather makeups that we had, playing a lot of games in a short amount of time, and last week had 4, and we're on the wrong end of a couple of them, but our guys continue to compete hard and play hard, and that's all we can ask of them.
Yeah, you bet. And it's tough to play 4 out of 5 nights there, and the Hinton game on the road on Friday. I want to talk about that a little bit. Lost 53-51. Got to be proud of the effort. I know it was a losing effort, but proud of the effort since that was your 4th game and 5th night.
Yeah, and it's always hard to play down in Hinton. They have a really good crowd, and they're always into it. So, but yeah, we battled hard. I mean, we led most of the game and then got into some foul trouble with Lance Behrens. And then when he went out, they were able to take away Cooper a little bit, and that made it really difficult for us on the offensive end. So it kind of came to a grind. And our kids battled hard, and they fought to the end and just ended up on the losing side of things.
And then, we mentioned a close loss to Boyden Hall and then a win over MMCRU. That win against MMCRU on Tuesday the 24th, 63-51 at home. Had to be pleased with that win.
Yeah, our kids came out, they shared the basketball well, played really good defense, switched up our defense from the first time that we played them, and our guys were just locked in. They fought to the end, and they just played really hard.
Well, we're visiting with Hartley Melvin Sanborn boys basketball coach Nate Hoagland here in the pregame, and for the second time this season, you'll take on Harris Lake Park. First time was January 6th, and I know that seems like a while ago with all these games that have been played since then, but your squad would get the victory 56-51. That was a close game that night.
Yeah, well, it ended up probably being closer than it needed to. Give Harris Lake Park credit. They were able to hit some threes down the stretch that really kept them in that game, and we got sloppy with the ball towards the end. That made it a little bit closer than it probably had to be, but our guys figured out a way to make some free throws down the stretch and hold on for the W.
And Nate, what's it going to take second time around for your team to be successful?
We gotta make sure that we get other guys involved. Teams recently have really been focusing on taking Lance and Cooper away, whether it's triangle and 2 or if one of them's off, going a 1-3 chaser or box and 1. And we just gotta have other guys step up to make shots. We gotta share the basketball, use both sides of the court, and get those other guys some open looks. And then we just have to defend really hard. We gotta get out on their shooters. Caleb Hemphill and Tice Gunderson, they really stroked it against us last time. So make sure that we we limit those guys and make it difficult for them on their offensive end.
Well, Nate, thank you so much for the comments here in the pregame. Appreciate that, and best of luck as you take on the Wolves and throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, thanks, Scott. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. And that is Hartley Melvin Sanborn boys basketball coach Nate Hoagland joining us. Starting lineups and our tip-off will be coming up next on Q102.
Trimers Insurance Agency Incorporated of Hartley is a proud sponsor of the HMS Hawks. Let the team at Trimers Insurance take the worry out of your life. Call Trimers Insurance today at 1-800-865-1761. At your service for over 100 years.
A smile reflects your personality, self-confidence, joy, and is the first thing people notice when they see you. Trust the professionals at Van Hofwagen and Munter Family Dentistry to improve and maintain your dental health. Call them at 728-2230 or go to SpencerDentist.com. Van Hofwagen and Munter Family Dentistry in Hartley and Spencer, proud to support our local athletes.
Thanks to our head coaches for joining us in the pregame show. Nathan Hoagland for the Hawks and, of course, Jeff Stone for the Wolves. Let's get into our starting lineups now for our boys matchup, brought to you by Central Bank and Central Insurance. They are there to make it happen for you.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
HLP and HMS set to do battle now in War Eagle Conference boys basketball. Starting lineup for the visiting Hawks of HMS. They'll go with a 6'2 senior, number 0, Cooper Ebel. 6' senior, number 3, Travis Camrat. 5'10 senior, number 11, Trenton Volink. 6'5 senior, number 32, Kevin Jacobsma. And a 6'4 senior, number 45, Lance Behrens. The Hawks are 8-8 under Coach Nathan Hoagland. For Coach Jeff Stone's HLP Wolves, they'll go with a 5'10 junior, number 10, Lucas Ahrensdorf. A 6'2 junior, number 14, Devin Meyer. 6'1 junior, number 22, Caleb Hempel. 6'3 senior, number 24, Eli Robinson. And a 5'10 senior, number 34, Tice Gunderson. The Wolves are 5-9. Thanks to Central Bank and Central Insurance for sponsoring our starting lineups. For the Wolves, Tice Gunderson leads the way, 13.8 points per game. Caleb Hempel, 9.1 points per game. Eli Robinson, 7.6 points per game. Hempel leads the rebounds at 5.3. Gunderson and Justice Voss each with 5 rebounds a game. Lance Behrens leads the Hawks, 20.1 points per game. Cooper Ebel, 19.1 points per game. And Behrens averaging 12 rebounds a game. And Behrens battling with Devin Meyer, and the Wolves will control the tip. And we're underway in boys basketball. Wolves won the girls' game earlier tonight. Final score in that one was 64-45. So HLP sweeps HMS on the girls' side of things. HMS won the boys' game by 3 the first time around. Wolves have Gunderson with a 3. That's no good to start the game, but offensive rebound and another shot up, no good that time around for Hempel. HMS can't secure the rebound, and Gunderson races with it again out to Meyer. Now a 3 attempt for Voss that doesn't go, and can HMS hold on to the rebound? No, they cannot. Camrat had a shot at it there.
So some good play from HLP despite the height from HMS.
Well, the Wolves aren't exactly short. They got a lot of 6-foot kids on their squad as well. They maybe just don't have quite the girth that HMS does. HMS really looks like a bunch of football players at times. And we're going to have a foul on a rebound there, as it'll be finally corralled by HMS. Who is the fouler? It is going to be Eli Robinson. Yeah, he's 6'3". Voss is 6'7". So he's actually the tallest kid on the floor right now, but when you've got D1 football players on the floor, it does tend to look that way at times. Ebel goes to Behrens. Little fake back to Ebel. Shot up is no good for Behrens, but his putback is good. And then what do we got here? A foul or something?
Just kind of maybe a settle down whistle.
Oh, okay. So HMS and Behrens strike first, 2-0, about a minute 20 into this one. Gunderson goes to Ahrensdorf. Surveys the floor, puts it on the floor, dribbles to the free throw line, tries left side, stolen away by Ebel. Ebel wants to go all the way and is going to be fouled on the floor by Caleb Hempel. They're going to say he has a reach in there, and that'll be the first foul on him, second on the team. Camrat to inbound here for HMS, leading 2-0. They'll find Ebel for three. No. Offensive rebound, though, goes to Jacobsma. Here's a shot up from the top of the key that doesn't go down. Jacobsma with another rebound. And this time around, HLP will secure it after a missed basket. Ahrensdorf will go up ahead. Here's Robinson. Good defense by Jacobsma, keeping him from sending a pass into the lane. Now the Wolves will swing it around, and they'll get it to Ahrensdorf. Out to Robinson. Over to Gunderson. Tice puts it on the floor. Thinks about a three. Goes into the lane. Oh, found Robinson. What a feed. Gunderson bounced it right into the mitts of Robinson, and he'll lay it in. We're tied at 2. Wolves want to slap on some pressure. HMS will break it. They use Behrens to get it across. Now Volink out to Ebel, left wing. Inside to Behrens. Power dribble, layup won't go, but free throws coming up for Behrens.
I think they had a little no-look pass to that one, too.
You are correct. And it will be Devin Meyer picking up the foul.
I was going to say, just like on the football field, Ebel to Behrens, but he didn't pass to his lineman too often.
No. Behrens will shoot a free throw here, and that goes. Hawks retake the lead. As I mentioned, this series has been 11-11, I believe, in the last 22 games. HMS second free throw for Behrens does not go down, and the rebound goes to HLP. And here's Hempel, drives left side, loses the handle on it, and it'll be out of bounds. They'll say last touch by the Hawks. As you heard in the pregame interview, HMS had a busy week last week. 4 games in 5 nights. Wolves inbound here to Meyer. He'll put it on the floor on the baseline, and then he steps on the line. That'll be a turnover on HLP, their seconds.
Makes for a pretty hectic week.
Yeah, including a road trip to Hinton, a road trip to Boyden Hall. Volink in the lane. Shot up for Behrens. No good. But he's fouled. Free throws coming up. And the foul will go on Hempel, I believe.
They say the bucket did count, actually.
The bucket did count. Okay. I have to be honest with you. I wasn't looking that closely. I looked down on my sheet for a moment. He'll miss the old-fashioned three-point opportunity. So it's 5-2 HMS. Robinson back in here for the Wolves. He'll give Hempel a breather. I think he maybe has a little blood.
Behrens has all 5 points, doesn't he?
Yes. You are correct. Gunderson brings it up for HLP. Bounce pass to Meyer at the elbow. And back over to Gunderson. But gets a screen. Now a little give and go down to Voss. Layup. No, they're going to say he travels. Ooh, yeah. I don't think Coach Sohn liked that call. And I think he has an argument, to be really honest with you. But
yeah, because I don't think he ever had
control of it. Either way, HMS gets it in the front court to Volink for 3. Gets it to go. Big 3 puts HMS up to 8-2. On the other end, Meyer off the glass, no good. Up ahead, the Hawks go off the rebound to Ebel at the wing. Now he'll go top of the key. Behrens wants to shoot a 3. That's no good. and the rebound goes to Harris Lake Park. Gunderson will bring it up for the Wolves. To the elbow, out to Ahrensdorf. Now here's Meyer for 3. He got it to go. That's a big shot for HLP.
Gets a little bit of momentum back.
8-5 Hawks. We're going to have a kicked basketball by Meyer. Pretty good defense there. Wolves are going to bring Michael Lunstra into the game, one of their seniors. It is senior night here at Harris Lake Park. Wolves have, 3, 4, 5 seniors on this squad. Hawks with the basketball. Jacobsma to Volink. Now Camrat over to Ebel. He picks up the dribble. He's in trouble. Does find Volink. Oh, can't get the reverse layup to go, though.
A little too strong off the glass.
Yep, like the look, though. In the front court goes Gunderson. He'll try to go up against the trees. Shot up, no good. Almost went down.
So he had the speed to get down the floor,
He did.
though.
He's not afraid to go up against the bigger guys. Ebel with the rebound in the lane. Spin move. He'll spin into some trouble. We're going to have a jump ball call. That is good defense by Gunderson. And that is, I think, the correct call. Possession arrow favors HMS. Ebel was a little out of control. Gunderson got his mitts on the basketball. Officials said they both had possession. Jump ball called. HMS to inbound underneath their own basket. Camrat will toss it into Ebel. Finds Jacobsma for 3. Too strong. Rebound will go to Lunstra. HMS 2 for 11 shooting. Wolves 2 for 8. Here Gunderson over to Lunstra. Now up top, Robinson. Into the paint, Voss. Now back out to Gunderson. Up top, Ahrensdorf. Right wing, Lunstra. Down into Voss. Voss working on Behrens. Shot up, will go. Get a little fadeaway there for Justice Voss. We got a 1-point game, 8-7. Hartley, Melvin, Sanborn, 2:50 to go first quarter. Low scoring here in the boys so far as well. Jacobsma into the lane. Now they'll swing it around. Camrat over to Ebel. Ebel puts it on the floor. Finds Camrat inside to Behrens. Spin move in the paint. Shot up will go. Nicely done by Lance Behrens.
Nice little move down low.
10-7 Hartley, Melvin, Sanborn. 2:26 to go first quarter. Gunderson goes to Robinson. Cross to Ahrensdorf. Back to Gunderson. He'll go into the lane with it. Now back out with it. Now they find Voss at the block. Back up top. And Gunderson in the lane. His floater doesn't go. HMS will get the rebound.
It almost looked like he may have lost the hand on his way up. It just looked awkward.
Hawks will be with the ball here. Jacobsma in the lane. He loses control in it. Finds Behrens, though. Drives in right side. He's going to draw a foul on the floor, and they're going to get Voss. And they'll say it's a blocking foul on 6'7" sophomore Justice Voss. And a timeout by Coach Jeff Sohn. 10-7 HMS leads HLP. 1:52 to go here in the first quarter. Let's keep it right here. We'll thank a few sponsors like Northwest Bank, Okoboji Motor Company, and Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative. Well, for HMS, Tim, the way it's kind of gone is, can you get a third player to double figures a lot of nights?
Mm-hmm.
They can get Ebel there. They can get Behrens there. Can they find the third spark? So far, no. But Volink does have a 3. It's been all pretty much Behrens for them. For HLP, a little more balanced. Voss, Robinson, Meyer. But gotta survive against the trees down below.
And I'm impressed. I guess I haven't seen an HLP game last year, and this is my first time seeing Justice Voss for 6'7".
He's got some good size.
And it's not a lanky 6'7" either for being a sophomore.
No, I agree.
I'm kind of excited to see what he could look like in a couple years.
It was pretty lanky maybe a year ago, but not so much now. I agree. There's a lot of bright future on this HLP team. Yeah, they've got some seniors out there for sure that have definitely contributed. Gunderson and Hempel in particular, Hempel's a junior. Gunderson in particular, as HMS misses the shot. But they've got some really positive things to look forward to. Gunderson to Ahrensdorf. Ahrensdorf, bounce pass over to Robinson. Finds Gunderson. Drives in, off the glass, good for Tice Gunderson. Wolves have cut the lead back to 1. 10-9 HMS, 1:20 to go, first quarter. Behrens puts it on the floor. Back to Ebel. Ebel right side now out to Vollink. Back to Behrens. Behrens will get into the lane. Now finds Jacobsma. And back out to Ebel. Jacobsma falls down. He's all right.
Pretty loud thud.
Yeah. Vollink tries to drive around the defender. Layup won't go. Rebound to Harris Lake Park.
If you're a coach there, you're probably saying use the glass.
Yes. Gunderson bounces it to Ahrensdorf. And it's poked free, and they're going to say Ebel. No. Well, is it on Ebel or who's it on? Red 0. Okay, that is. All right, it is on Ebel.
I guess.
His first, and that's the first team foul or second team foul for HMS. And Jacobsma has a foul too, I guess. I missed that somewhere. And we're going to have a little collision. And they're going to say Ebel got him another player to shove.
They got Ebel on it?
Yeah, they're going to have to check him out.
See, I thought they were going to get Behrens on that one.
So 2 quick fouls on Ebel, and HLP will have the ball underneath their own basket, trailing by 1. Ahrensdorf will go in deep to Robinson. Goes into Voss. Voss, spin move. Wild shot won't go. Barron secures a rebound and gets fouled. Voss is going to get charged with his second foul now. So he's going to check out, and Devin Meyer's going to check in with 32 seconds to go in the first quarter. 10-9, Hartley Melvin Sanborn. And now Behrens is going to bring it up the floor. Goes over to Lucas Cruz, who's in. Back to Behrens in the lane. And nice move to the bucket. Lays her in. Brings the lead back to 3. 12 seconds. The Wolves will go for one more shot. Gunderson has it here. 7 seconds. Gunderson looks for a screen. Will shoot a 3. And it'll roll around no good. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Harris Lake Park trailing Hartley Melvin Sanborn 12-9. We'll go to the second quarter in a minute on Q102 and Explore Live Video.
West Iowa bone, joint, and sports surgeons have been providing excellent care to the community for the past 40 years. Their team offers specialized care, including sports medicine, as well as in-house physical therapy. Exceptional, dependable, local. Visit NWIAbone.com.
The Savings Bank is proud to be a part of our community and committed to supporting education and sports in our area. Visit any one of the Savings Bank locations in Primgar, Hartley, and Lake Park and let them be part of your financial team. Go to savingsbankia.com for more details. Member FDIC.
At Okoboji Motor Company, we understand your vehicle represents a significant investment, and nobody knows your vehicle better than our certified experts, who bring on average 30 years experience in providing expert GM and Toyota service. We have the latest, most advanced equipment specifically designed for your vehicles. Express Lube and service hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 336-1500 to service your vehicle.
Okoboji Motor Company. Driven to serve better. Driven to serve better.
9. Hartley Melvin Sanborn leads Harris Lake Park as we go to the second quarter here on Q102 and Explore Live Video. I'm Jason Jacobs. Tim Soper running the video, and thanks to Patrick back at Q102 Mission Control. Wolves with the basketball, and they're going to get it inside and off the glass. It's good for Tice Gunderson, and Coach Sohn will slap on some pressure as the lead's down to 1. Camrat just about loses it, gets the ball right back to him. Now Lucas Cruz up ahead with it and tries to toss it inside, and miscommunication with him and Jacobsma. Turnover Hawks, and the Wolves still trailing by 1.
Inbound pass about got away from Gunderson.
Gunderson just about lost it there. That was kind of a wild pass. Now Ahrensdorf to Meyer. Into the corner, Robinson surveys the floor, back out to Meyer. Skip pass over to Ahrensdorf, right wing, top of the key, Meyer. Now Hempel. He puts it on the floor. Caleb back over to Gunderson. Gunderson to the free throw line, hands off Ahrensdorf. HMS going zone, it looks like. Yep, and driving in is Robinson. Tough shot won't go. And the rebound to Hartley Melvin Sanborn.
I was kind of watching it. I was wondering if it was a zone or man-to-man.
Yeah, they've definitely gone into the zone. Now Volink Camrat just about lost the handle on it. Here's Volink. Over to Cruz, into the corner. Camrat, back to Cruz. Back out to Camrat. Wolves have got 2 guys on Behrens. Here's a 3, won't go for Jacobsma. Offensive rebound for Behrens, and his putback will go.
You mentioned the 2 people on him didn't matter.
No. On the other end, Wolves get ahead. Hempel does, can't make the shot. Maybe partially contested. Hawks back with it the other way. Volink will go to the wing, now gets it to Jacobsma, or check that, to Camrat. He'll drive to the elbow. Now over to Cruz, down to Jacobsma he goes, drives in, layup is good. Jacobsma, nice move to the bucket. 16-11, Hawks. Ahrensdorf, top of the key, Robinson. He'll shoot the 3 and got it to go.
Long 2.
A long 2, okay. Foot was on the line. Hawks will break the pressure. Go to the corner. Ahrensdorf now out to, Camrat. Down to Behrens. Spin move. Will go. A little floater.
I'll have to fix the scoreboard. They did give Robinson the 3 on the scoreboard.
And a quick timeout here as Justice Voss will enter, or quick timeout here, for HLP. We're going to keep right here. Now they've got 18-14 HMS. They are confirming that, that was a 2. So I think they'll probably take a point off the board now with 5:18 to go here until halftime. And they do. So 18-13, Hartley Melvin Sanborn. The Hawks led 12-9 after the first quarter. Thanks to Spirit Lake Hy-Vee, State Farm Insurance, and Bank Midwest for sponsoring tonight's broadcast.
I think Coach Sohn wanted this timeout just get more height back in the game. They weren't getting any dead balls, but at the same time, Barron's kind of feasting down low right now.
He is definitely feasting. He's got 13 of HMS's 18 points. And this is, with 2 fouls to Cooper Ebel, and I think as long as they maintain a form of a lead, they can just keep him on the bench here and not risk the 3rd foul. Gunderson with it for the Wolves out of the timeout. Goes to Robinson at the wing. Up top, Voss. Now back over to Gunderson, left wing. We'll go to Ahrensdorf for the top. Shot fake. Now he'll shoot it from the elbow. That goes. Nice shot by Lucas Ahrensdorf. And now the pressure. Behrens back over to Camrat. There's immediately 2 people on you at all times. Hawks somehow get it ahead to Jacobsma. And a timeout here by Coach Hogan. That is a smart decision because somebody had to be open on the other end of the court, and HMS just didn't see him. Quick timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds. It's high school basketball on Q102. (18-15), Hartley Melvin Sanborn leads HLP. And out of the timeout, they'll get it in here to Jacobsma. Now to Volink, back up top, Jacobsma. Volink at the wing. Jacobsma over to Camrat for 3. Off the mark. Rebound goes to Jacobsma. Put back, won't go. Behrens will try a 3rd time. He'll get it to go down. Well, HMS is okay if it taking 3 times if they can get offensive rebounds like that. Hempel over to Gunderson at the wing. He'll drive in right side, now backs it out. Ahrensdorf feeds it inside to Voss and loses the handle on it. It'll be saved by Gunderson. Good hustle. Now over to Hempel, back to Gunderson. 4:05 to play first half, 20-15 Hawks.
Got about 7 to shoot.
And here is Gunderson in the lane. His tough shot won't go, but he's fouled. Free throws coming up. That's making something out of nothing if you're Tice Gunderson. And the foul will go on Lucas Cruz, and that'll be his first. So free throws for Gunderson coming up. He's got 4 so far tonight. First one is good. We'll thank a few more sponsors. Prinz Insurance, Raveling Incorporated, and Smellick Law Office sponsoring the broadcast. Another free throw here for Gunderson. Got them both. Lead down to 3 at 20-17. Behrens to Camrat, and that'll be tipped out of bounds by Hempel.
Heads up down there.
Yes, that one went sailing into the crowd. Camrat will inbound here for the Hawks in front of the Wolves bench. Goes into Jacobsma, then finds Behrens. Can't quite keep the handle on it. It'll be picked up by Harris Lake Park and up ahead to Hempel. Now check that Meyer. Cross court for a 3 that won't go down for Gunderson. Hempel gets the rebound. Putback is good. Hempel not afraid to put it back up. And Wolves get another steal. And Hempel, and 1. Very nicely done by Harris Lake Park.
Momentum towards the Wolves.
Absolutely. The foul goes on Travis Camrat, his first, team foul number 5. So Hempel with an opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Cooper Ebel just checked back in.
Yep. And that one is good. Now a 2-point lead for the Wolves off the turnovers. And Ebel wastes no time and gets it into the front court. To Behrens. Now they'll go into the corner to Volink. Back up top, Jacobsma. Volink dribbles to the free throw line into the lane, kicks it out. Camrat will go into the lane. Around his defender, floater won't go. Rebound ripped down by Justice Voss. Back the other way is Gunderson. Now Ahrensdorf surveys the court, puts it on the floor. Into the corner to Gunderson. Back out to Ahrensdorf. Cross court Gunderson. Finds Ahrensdorf again. Tries to split the defense, loses the handle on it. 2-3 zone worked there for HMS. They'll try to tie her back up here or take the lead. Down inside to Ebel. Quickly triple teamed. Back out to Jacobsma. Again, you just kind of get the feeling that somebody for HMS besides Ebel or Behrens is going to have to do something, because they are, immediately covered by 2 or 3 players. Behrens is going to try to do it himself. Can't get the bunny to go or the floater to go there. Back the other way come the Wolves. Ahrensdorf. Cross court. Gunderson sees a lane. Layup is good. Ebel couldn't foul there. And HLP extends the lead to 4. Here's Ebel now into the corner. Volink up top. Behrens drives in lane. Spin move. Loses the handle on it. 4th turnover HMS. And Wolves will throw it too far ahead. Hempel had Ahrensdorf, but threw it a little too far ahead. Loonstra checks in, and so does Robinson for the Wolves. 24-20.
They're going to keep Voss out there, so super tall lineup out there.
They want to go as tall as they can here. Yeah, Ahrensdorf, well, they did leave Gunderson out there too, I guess. Camrat brings it up to Jacobsma. Now they find Ebel. Oh, and he gets into a little trouble there and travels. There's the 5th turnover on HMS. Both teams with 5 turnovers.
You mentioned HLP's defense. They're kind of in sellout mode, saying we're not going to let Behrens and Ebel beat us.
Absolutely. Gunderson. Well, Hawks are in a 2-3 zone too. Voss. Shot up, no good. And Ebel gets a rebound and then is going to get a foul. And it's going to be on Justice Voss, and that's 3 on him. So back into the game comes Devin Meyer.
That was kind of one of those no man's land fouls.
Yep.
Nowhere to go when Ebel comes flying in for the rebound.
And Ebel will get a 1-on-1 free throw here. And got it to go. HMS as a team, 53% free throw shooters. Ebel makes them 65% of the time. Gets them both there. And HMS needed those. 24-22, HLP with the lead. It's been a good quarter for the Wolves. They've outscored HMS 15-10. The Wolves have the ball here. Lundström to Meyer. Back over to Lundström at the wing. Ooh, and lost the handle on it there. Recovers. Back out to Robinson. Robinson finds Gunderson. Gunderson. Nice pass to Lundström. Can't make the bunny. Gets his own rebound. He'll put it back in. Lead up to 4. Now the Hawks with it. Jacobsma. Back into the corner, Camround. They'll feed it down into Ebel. Spin move. Tough shot off the glass is good for Cooper Ebel. That's his first points from the floor tonight. 26-24 HLP.
Good first half so far.
Yeah, it really has been. You know, when they played in Hartley, HMS had built, I think, a double-digit lead at one point, and then the Wolves knocked in a bunch of threes and got it down to single digits late. Gunderson to Robinson up top. Devin Meyer down inside to Gunderson. Shot up, no, and that's going to be the end of the first half. So HLP leads Hartley Melvin Sanborn at halftime 26-24. Let's go ahead and take a 3-minute timeout if we can. Our halftime show is on the way with Okoboji Motor Company, driven to serve better. Back in, let's go 3 minutes on Q102 and Explore Live Video.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Hello, this is Matt Karstensen with Karstensen Meat and Grocery in Lake Park. We're proud to support the Harris Lake Park Wolves this season. Shop Karstensen Meat and Grocery for Black Angus beef, Duroc pork, garden fresh produce, and homemade baked goods. Score many great deals at Karstensen Meat and Grocery. Go Wolves!
Head down the highway to MHR Insurance and get the power of one from West Bend. Simplify with one policy, one affordable premium, one common loss deductible, and money back at the end of the year when you're claim free. What? Money back? See MHR Insurance in Milford or call 338-2654.
Northwest Iowa Bone, Joint, and Sports Surgeons have been providing excellent care to the community for the past 40 years. Their team offers specialized care, including sports medicine, as well as in-house physical therapy. Exceptional, dependable, local. Visit NWIABone.com. Everybody loves a good cup of coffee, but at Blurry Bigfoot Coffee Company, they have great coffee. Hot and cold coffee drinks, smoothies, energy drinks, all-day breakfast, sandwiches, and much more. Blurry Bigfoot Coffee Company and Blurry Bigfoot Bakery and Bistro in Lake Park are proud supporters of the Harris Lake Park Wolves.
The Savings Bank is proud to be a part of our community and committed to supporting education and sports in our area. Visit any one of the Savings Bank locations in Primgar, Hartley, and Lake Park and let them be part of your financial team. Go to savingsbankia.com for more details. Member FDIC.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames in the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
We welcome you into our halftime show. It is presented by Okoboji Motor Company, driven to serve better. Senior night here in Lake Park, and halftime of our boys game sees HLP leading HMS 26-24. We do hope to hear from HLP girls head basketball coach Jared Ray.
I say he's down in the tunnel right now at the senior night.
And Coach Jenny Van Otterloo from HMS, if we can track her down as well and get her attention as well. We'll see if we can get them here during the halftime show. HLP girls won tonight over HMS 64-45. And again, the Wolves lead at 2 here in halftime of our boys matchup. Let's take a look at first half stats. And for the Wolves, 8 from Tice Gunderson, 5 from Caleb Hempel, 4 for Eli Robinson, 3 for Devin Meyer, 2 from Lucas Ahrensdorf, 2 Justice Voss, 2 Michael Lunstra. 5 turnovers for the Wolves. I have them shooting 11 for 27 unofficially for 41%. For Hartley Melvin Sanborn in the first half, 15 for Lance Behrens, 2 for Kevin Jacobsma, 3 for Trenton Vollink, 4 for Cooper Ebel, 5 turnovers unofficially. The Hawks shooting 9 of 25 for 36%. And when Cooper Ebel had to go to the bench and the Wolves were able to generate some turnovers in that second quarter, that really turned the tide of this boys basketball game. HMS led 12-9 after the first quarter, trailing now 26-24 at halftime.
Say, Coach Ray's doing about everything but look right at us.
Yeah. We will take another quick timeout and see if we can't get a hold of him here on our halftime show. Let's take a 2-minute timeout, and we'll come back with more of the halftime show as HLP leads HMS in our boys game 26-24 on Q102 and Explore Live Video.
Everybody loves a good cup of coffee, but at Blurry Bigfoot Coffee Company, they have great coffee. Hot and cold coffee drinks, smoothies, energy drinks, all-day breakfast, sandwiches, and much more. Blurry Bigfoot Coffee Company and Blurry Bigfoot Bakery and Bistro in Lake Park are proud supporters of the Harris Lake Park Wolves.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Head down the highway to MHR Insurance and get the power of one from West Bend. Simplify with one policy, one affordable premium, one common loss deductible, and money back at the end of the year when you're claim free. What? Money back? See MHR Insurance in Milford or call 338-2654.
Hello, this is Matt Karstensen with Karstensen Meat and Grocery in Lake Park. We're proud to support the Harris Lake Park Wolves this season. Shop Karstensen Meat and Grocery for Black Angus beef, Duroc pork, garden fresh produce, and homemade baked goods. Score many great deals at Karstensen Meat and Grocery. Go Wolves!
Gunderson's Restaurant and Lounge and Silver Lanes Bowling Center are a proud sponsor of Harris Lake Park Sports. Gunderson's Restaurant and Lounge and Silver Lanes Bowling Center offer daily and nightly specials. Stop in and enjoy a drink, grab a bite to eat, or bowl a game.
Jared Ray for HLP. Coach, congrats on a nice win again tonight.
Thank you very much.
Well, let's talk about this one. I thought your pressure defense was definitely the key that drove everything again tonight.
Yeah, it really gave us quite a few, a handful of little flurries of scoring there. Just got them to play a little faster than they're comfortable with, and that's kind of what was our game plan because they got some, as you could tell on the offensive glass, they really kind of controlled the offensive glass, and we knew we were going to have to turn them over to to take advantage of our speed and take away their advantage of their size. So.
But some timely shots as well from your squad when you were in the half court as well tonight. Peyton got 29, and you can talk every night about how good of a basketball player she is. But I thought Kelsey Arrett at times got a couple of really big buckets for you too.
Yeah, she did. It just seems like like I told Peyton the last 2 nights, she's had 6 assists go along with a bunch of points. I mean, she found the girls open and just kind of built our confidence as we went. So, yeah, she did a good job finding Kels, and Kels Barrett, she's a good shooter, and especially when she gets a little confidence going, she's a threat.
Got to talk about your 2 seniors tonight as well, because it is your senior night, and Allison Wallace and also Callie Sohn. And, those are 2 players that have had to take their lumps over time, but, man, have they been able to see the improvement of this program over their course of time in high school.
Yeah, this has been our 2nd year in a row that we've been able to win the seniors' last home game. It's a pretty special thing, especially when, they've had some tough nights out here. I tried to get Callie on the board tonight, but just didn't happen. But those 2 players have meant a lot for us. And I just told them, I said, appreciate these moments because they go fast. I mean, heck, tournaments is a week away from Thursday. So, But, no, it was a great way to end it. And, we're definitely going to miss our seniors and hope we can get a few more games in with them.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the upcoming schedule because you'll see your tournament opponent a week before you play them for tournaments in Trinity Christian in a makeup game, I believe.
Is that who we have in tournaments?
I believe so. I think it came out this afternoon.
See, I didn't even know that.
Is that right, Tim?
Is it?
It is correct,
okay.
Yes. I think you've got to go to Trinity Christian. So,
okay.
But you're familiar with Trinity Christian, and I think that was a game that you kind of let slip away the last time around.
Yeah, we lost 49-42, and, just didn't close it. Kind of struggled at the end, turnovers. But, yeah. Well, thanks for letting me know that. I didn't know that.
It came out, I think, just as I was shocked as well. Tim, did you see the brackets? No, I didn't see the brackets came out today. I didn't think they were coming out today.
Well, I looked like at 3:30 and I didn't see anything, but
the state.
Right, he's got it right there.
They love to, so your regional bracket, where are you at? You're down here. So you got Trinity Christian and then the winner of South O'Brien KP. So
okay.
I don't know if you know anything about KP or South. Well, you know South O'Brien.
Yeah,
so
I know KP's really well coached. They've got a good program there with they're a good program. But
talk about Trinity key to getting a win on Thursday first.
For us, it's just going to be taking care of the ball. We got to take care of the ball. In the last 3 games, we've been in all 3 of them, and we've taken care of the ball really well. So I mean, that's the biggest thing for us, and that and rebounding. But it's key for about anybody. Take care of the basketball and get shots up.
Hey, it's good to see you, Coach.
You too, man.
Congrats on a nice win.
Appreciate it.
And great improvement. I know I say this to you the last 3 times I've seen you, but it's just been fun to watch this turnaround.
No, I really appreciate it.
You bet.
Take
good
care.
to see you always, Jared.
Bye-bye.
Jared Ray, HLP Girls Head Basketball Coach, joining us. Thanks again, Coach. We'll turn the other headset over to Tim as we're in the second half of our boys' game. 26-24. Oop, we got tangled up there in favor of HMS. We're tied up here. I didn't see who got the bucket there. It was Kevin Jacobsma who started the second half of the bucket there for HMS. And now I'll get our headsets untangled here if I can. Down to Robinson go the Wolves. Spin move, shot up. No. Rebound goes to Ebel. So back the other way we go. Ebel with the basketball here. I'll give you your phone back as well, Tim, in a moment. Down inside to Jacobsma. He's fouled. Free throws coming up on the missed attempt. And who did the foul go against? It will be against Eli Robinson, his second. Tim, I'll give you some audio here again.
Yes, a little hectic to start the half
That's
there.
All right. Kevin Jacobson misses the first free throw.
If it's because our coach joined us, we'll take it.
We love to hear from Coach Ray. Another free throw for Jacobsma. Too strong off the back iron. Ebel rips down a rebound and draws a foul on the floor.
And that's Robinson. No, it is not.
Nope, it'll be on Devin Meyer, his second. That was a strong rebound by Cooper Ebel.
It's kind of floated in the air for a while, it seemed.
And then some miscommunication between Volink and I think it was Jacobsma, and HMS will turn it over for the 6th time. And so we're tied at 26 here.
He was expecting Jacobsma to go to the corner, but passing it up in the hallway.
7:11 to go, third quarter.
That was kind of fun that we got to break the news to Coach Ray
about tournaments. Well, I think they must have come out with it about 5 o'clock.
It was, about on my drive over was about when I kind of saw it.
Okay. Hempel will shoot the three. Rolls around the rim, no good. Rebound ripped down by Ebel. And he'll want to run with it. Gets it over to Jacobs, and he just about walked. Coach Sohn yells that out. I think he had an argument. Inside they go to Behrens. Spin move, shot up, no good. Put back, and one for Behrens. What a strong move by Lance Behrens.
It was a strong move to get to the bucket. Even stronger move for the putback.
Yeah, how do you slow that thing down? Unless you've got somebody that with that kind of size on the other side, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we've said it before, but he is a D1 lineman for a reason.
So opportunity for a three-point play here, and he connects. Behrens 2 for 4 at the charity stripe. He has 18 points, and it's 29-26 HMS. So the Hawks have scored the first 5 points of this third quarter.
I say this is how HLP tries to limit it with Justice Voss, but he does have 3 fouls.
You got to be careful. Ahrensdorf brings it up. Wolves just need to make a shot. Here's Hempel. Ahrensdorf. Back over to Hempel, right wing. Back to Ahrensdorf.
2-3 zone for the Hawks.
Yep, finds Gunderson. Ahrensdorf to Hempel. Tries to drive in. Skips it out. Finds Gunderson for 3. He got it to go. Great
he knew
passing.
it too.
Just great passing by HLP. Ties her up at 29. Back and forth we go.
That was one of those he wanted to run down the floor before it even went in.
Camrat drives to the elbow. Now goes cross court to Behrens. And the layup is good for Behrens.
There were 2 guys on him there, wasn't there?
There was. 31-29. Well, and he's been able to make that work tonight, but you can imagine in a lot of games for HMS, that's not going to be maybe quite as easy. Especially against, when you the Rems and St. Mary's and the Lamar's Galen Catholics of the world, who are both ranked out of this conference. Oh, loose basketball gets tipped around, and HMS comes away with it. Turnover Wolves, they're 6th.
Now, will HMS be 1A for boys?
I think after they did the final classification, HMS will be the largest 1A. Okay. They were going to be either the smallest 2A or the largest 1A. Driving in Behrens, and his floater goes.
Because they've pretty much ended up solidly in 2A for girls the last couple of years.
Correct. Yeah, and I'm sure there was some sort of, schools that co-opt or something like that pushed HMS down to 1A for basketball.
Now, pick your poison, 1A, 2A, both good in this part of the state.
Yeah, you're right. It depends on what bracket you get in 2A, although, I don't think there's really an easy one. There's going to be at least 2 2A brackets, maybe even 3, and there's going to be a travel on Volink, his 7th turnover.
Because, you got Whole Western Christian in this area of the state, Central Lions good,
and
Sioux Central's really good this year.
They are all, I think, in the top 8, so it's not uncommon that they would all be split into different sub-states.
And since this is the first year of the state association doing their own rankings, they're probably going to really heavily favor those.
You would think the top 8 teams would get, separated sub-state-wise. Here's a 3 for HLP. That does not go down for Gunderson, but an offensive rebound. Nice job, Lunstra. Now driving in, here's Gunderson. Back out to Hempel. Gunderson at the wing is going to feed Voss. Out to Hempel. Won't take the 3. He's going to drive into the lane instead. And tough shot. Eli Robbins, or check that, Caleb Hempel.
In amongst the trees.
You got that right. That's just the second shot made from the floor for the Wolves this half. Now Volink. Out to Behrens. Over to Ebel. He'll drive in. Got his defender off. And Ebel will get the floater to go. 35-31 HMS. Lunstra. Gunderson to Hempel. Now they'll go Lunstra. They'll try to go around his defender. Up top, they'll swing it around. Hempel for 3. No, off the rim. Rebound goes to Hartley Melvin Sanborn and Trenton Volink.
So that one looked good out of the hands.
It did. Well, you like that shot if you're the Wolves. That was, that was the open guy.
Nice and in rhythm shot, just didn't fall.
Here's Camrat for the Hawks. Now out to Ebel, right wing. Puts it on the floor. Back up top, Jacobsma. Wolves are in they are in a man-to-man, excuse me. There's a shot up by Ebel that doesn't go. Justice Voss secures the rebound. Wolves up ahead. They find Hempel, and the reverse layup good. That's a great feed by Tice Gunderson.
Gunderson to Hempel happened a couple times outside in the football field, too.
35-33, Hawks with the lead. 2:43 to go, third quarter. Been a quick quarter. Cameron. Usually the third quarter is the one that drags. Volink loses the handle on it, picks it back up into the lane. Can he get the layup to go? No, just about did. Maybe partially blocked, yeah. Pretty good defense there by the Wolves. They can tie it up here with a 2 or take the lead with a 3. Gunderson to Hempel, back to Gunderson. Now over to Carter Hibma, senior, who's now into the game. Back to Gunderson. And back over to Hempel. 12 seconds on the clock, shot clock that is. They'll drive in. Hibma, back over to Gunderson. 4 seconds, finds Voss, the floater goes.
I like that possession. They looked a little out of sorts there towards the last second, but found the open guy and got the shot.
And we're tied at 35 with 1:45 to go, third quarter. And the Hawks up to Behrens. Now Ebel in the lane. Tough shot goes. Another good shot there by Cooper Ebel. 37-35 Hawks. On the other end, Hempel finds Gunderson in the lane. Now kicks it out. Hibma for 3, off the mark. And the rebound will go out of bounds. Hartley Melvin Sanborn basketball. Had an open look at it, couldn't get it to go.
This is our first dead ball in quite a while.
Dwayne Ingham, a sophomore, will check in for the Wolves. And who else are we going to see here?
Robinson's
back in.
I think Gunderson going to get a little bit of a break.
Aaronsdorf's in as well. All right. Here's Ebel to Camrat. 37-35 Hawks. Behrens puts it on the floor. Behrens in the lane. Feeds it over. Jacobsma lays it in. Well, they had Behrens stopped, but he found Jacobsma. Now to Robinson in the lane. He'll shoot the free throw. No. And the rebound goes to Ebel.
A little off balance on the shot.
50 seconds to go in the quarter. 4-point lead again for HMS. Ebel picks up the dribble. Got to find somebody. Does find Camrat. Now back to Ebel. Shot clock at 20 in the lane. Out to Jacobsma for 3. No. And a rebound goes to Harris Lake Park and Carter Hibma. And a timeout by Coach Jeff Sohn. Full timeout with 31 seconds to go in the quarter. 39-35, Hartley Melvin Sanborn. It's a full timeout. We're back in 60 seconds on Q102 and Explore Live Video.
Imagine a surgery with less pain, where it's minimally invasive. You have a faster recovery and you receive better results. At Lakes Regional Healthcare, the only hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery in Northwest Iowa, surgeons provided robotic surgeries for orthopedic, gynecological, and general surgical procedures such as hip and knee replacement, hysterectomies, colon resections, gallbladder removal, hernia repairs, and more. So when you need surgery, look to the only area hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery. Look to Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake.
At United Community Bank, we're actively engaged in developing, strengthening, and energizing our communities by investing in people and their hopes and dreams for the future. Let us go to work for you, supporting your goals and helping you succeed. We look forward to being a part of your financial future. United Community Bank, with locations in Milford, Okoboji, Hartley, Ocheyedan, and Lake Park. Member FDIC.
United Community Bank, dedicated to your financial success.
Here in Lake Park tonight, 39-35, Hartley Melvin Sanborn clinging to a 4-point lead with 31 seconds to go in the third quarter. And it will be, I believe, HLP basketball out of the timeout. They're going to bring those starters back in, or some of the starters back in, I should say. 4 of the 5, they'll leave Voss on the bench and leave Lunstra in there.
I wonder what Coach Sohn drew up, because this could be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah. This is Gunderson. Back to Hempel, top of the key. Now Gunderson. Yeah, they're going for a last shot here if I was a betting person. Hempel, though, gets an open look at a 3. Oh, he just decides to can it. Okay.
Well, you just lost your money.
They'll take that. 1-point lead. Behrens. Ebel. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Somebody's got to do something. Camrat will shoot a 3. He got it to go. That's a big three-pointer for HMS at the buzzer. They retake the lead in the third quarter to the Hawks, 42-38. To the fourth quarter we go in a minute on Q102.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames in the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake. Your Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is making lives easier, healthier, and happier. Check out Hy-Vee.com and find meal solutions, recipes, your weekly ad, and the latest edition of Seasons. Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is a proud supporter of all students, wishing them a good year academically and athletically.
Gunderson's Restaurant and Lounge and Silver Lanes Bowling Center are a proud sponsor of Harris Lake Park Sports. Gunderson's Restaurant and Lounge and Silver Lanes Bowling Center offer daily and nightly specials. Stop in and enjoy a drink, grab a bite to eat, or bowl a game.
To the fourth quarter we go with HMS leading HLP 42-38 in some War Eagle Conference basketball tonight. With Tim Soper on the video, I'm Jason Jacobs, and thanks to Patrick back in the studios running the audio at 102.1 KUQQ. Wolves with the basketball to start the quarter. Hempel to Ahrensdorf. Now they'll go to Robinson. They try to feed it into Voss. Ball tipped around, turnover, HMS back the other way. Ebel comes up with it. Now he's going to drive in along the baseline. Good defense there by Gunderson. Forced to kick it back out to Camrat. Down inside they go to Behrens. Behrens been kind of quiet this half. He misses the shot, but free throw's coming up. There's been 2 or 3 guys on him a good chunk of the half. And the foul goes on Robinson, his third. Behrens' free throw is good. Into the game comes Devin Meyer for Justice Voss.
There's a few players on the Wolves who have 3 fouls, so something to watch.
Behrens, second free throw. Nope, too strong. Rebound goes to Robinson. And ahead to Ahrensdorf. Kicks it into the lane. Meyer can't get the layup because I think it was blocked, but he comes away with a rebound. Now they'll go over to Ahrensdorf for 3. No, another rebound though. Gunderson. Hempel, floater in the lane will go. Yeah, I think 3 opportunities there for HLP. They finally get her to go down. Lead back down to 3. 7 to play. Now the Wolves are going to slap on that pressure. Hawks break it ahead to Jacobsma. No, bounce pass to Behrens, just about lost. Lance picks it back up, now kicks it into the corner. Jacobsma for 3. He got it to go. That is a huge three-pointer as well. HMS has had a couple of big threes from players like Jacobsma and I think it was Camrat. Puts the lead back to 6. Hempel. Over to Gunderson. Back up top, Hempel. Now over to Robinson. Hempel to Ahrensdorf. 2-3 zone by the Hawks. Going to force the Wolves to try to shoot it from outside. Hempel. Back over to Gunderson. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Shot is up. No. Hits the top of the backboard. And it will be Hartley Melvin Sanborn basketball.
Good defensive possession
Very
for the Hawks.
good.
Just did not let really anything inside.
Nothing really developed even. But the Wolves are going to slap on the pressure here themselves. Camrat to Behrens. Back to Camrat. Finds Behrens. He gets it into the front court. And ahead to Volink. Back to Behrens. Layup goes. Little contact, nothing called. Wolves fans probably thought more than a little contact on Devin Meyer as he goes flying, but they're going to say he wasn't set, and they're just going to say it's incidental. Here's a 3. Robinson. That banked in. I have no idea how that went in.
Well, bank's still open at 8:48.
I guess. 48-45 on the other end. The Hawks run the floor. Jacobsma lays it in. 50-43. The lead is suddenly 7. Gunderson goes to Robinson. Ooh, and loses the handle on it at the elbow. It'll be picked up by Gunderson. Now goes over to Meyer. He'll put it on the floor, back out to Gunderson. Now we'll go to Ahrensdorf, Robinson, Gunderson. In the corner, Hempel, 3. Yes, he got her to go. Another tray for Caleb Hempel at an important moment. Cuts that lead to 4 at 50-46. And Devin Meyer is hurt, and they're going to bring in Justice Voss.
Kind of walked over almost like kind of a dead arm type thing.
Yep. Well, he wanted a foul, was why I think he was doing that. HMS will have the ball on a 4-point lead, 5 to go. What a game. Volink goes towards the free throw line, now back out to Camrad. They'll find Jacobsman. He'll dribble to the free throw line, and he traveled. One too many steps there. 8th turnover on the Hawks. 7 turnovers on the Wolves. Late in this one. 4:50 to play. Gunderson brings it up. Cross court, Ahrensdorf. Now Hempel. Back over to Gunderson. Oh, and they try to go inside. Oh, did you see that? Gunderson and Hempel, they had that planned all the way. Oh, I love it. 50-48. HMS clinging to a 2-point lead. Oh, that was beautiful.
The defenders were like, where the heck is that going?
Oh, it was beautiful.
Over our heads.
Here's Ebel. Goes down to Jacobsma. And now they're going to swing it back out to Ebel. Camrat tries to go inside, and it's going to be poked around. HMS turns it over. We got a collision then at midcourt, and a blocking foul coming up on Cooper Ebel. And that'll be his 3rd. Ebel collided with Hempel, and I mean it was borderline incidental, but the official's going to call it.
It was one of those that you had to call something almost.
Yeah. I mean, there's the body on the floor. Somebody's got to get called something. All right, Wolves had the basketball. They can tie it with a 2 or take the lead with a 3. They were just down by 7.
Mm-hmm.
And here's Hempel in the lane. The floater's going, and he's feeling it. And now we're tied at 50 with 3:46 to go. Ebel goes down to Behrens. Behrens waits for the defense to get up and then draws the foul. And you can't argue with the call. He got the defender up in the air. It was Voss. And that's going to be 4, I think, on Voss, and it is. And so Behrens will have an opportunity to finish out a 3-point play when we come back. 52-50, Hartley Melvin Sanborn, 3:42 to go here in our boys matchup. We're going to be back in 30 seconds on Q102 and Explore Live Video.
Are you paying too much for internet service? It's time to cut the wires, cut the charges. IGL Teleconnect is your local internet provider. No contracts, no hidden fees, no equipment rental, and no confusing packages for just $40 a month. IGL Teleconnect, we put you first.
At Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, we are member-owned. That means everyone who gets their power from Iowa Lakes is also an owner. That's the cooperative difference.
The power is yours at your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
3:42 to play. 52-50, Hartley Melvin Sanborn leads Harris Lake Park. Been a good boys game here tonight in Lake Park with Tim Soper. I'm Jason Jacobs. Thanks to Patrick back at KUQQ Mission Control and all of our wonderful sports sponsors. Most importantly, thanks to you. I want to say thanks to the Savings Bank, also the Eye Care Center, and the Community Agency for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Lance Behrens with an opportunity for an old-fashioned 3-point play here for Hartley Melvin Sanborn. Behrens is a 41% free throw shooter. He is, 3 for 6 tonight. Too strong, bounces off the rim, no good. Rebound Wolves. They can take the lead back with a 3. And this is the man that wants to do it, Hempel. He'll feed it off to Ahrensdorf in the paint. Ooh, and gives it back to Hempel, just about lost it. Out to Gunderson. To Ahrensdorf for 3, top of the key, got it to go! Wolves retake the lead, 53-52. Coach Hoagland says, let's get going here. Ebel feeds it to Behrens, gets around the defender, layup is good.
Kind of a back-to-business type of possession for HMS.
Yep, 54-53 Hawks, 3:03 to go. Gunderson to Hempel. What a fun one here tonight.
Yes.
Over to Robinson. Now they'll find Ahrensdorf at the wing. He just hit a big three. Top of the key, they got Gunderson open for three. It won't go, and Behrens comes down with the rebound. Yeah, Gunderson had to kind of take an extra moment there to gather the basketball, and I think that altered his shot a little bit. Ebel goes to Camrat, down to Behrens. Spin move, off the glass, good. He split the defense. HMS adds to the lead. It's now 3, 56-53, 2:24 to go. Time ticking away. Gunderson gets a screen, drives right side, goes up against Behrens, going to draw a foul. Behrens is not going to let him get an easy layup. And Gunderson will go to the line to shoot a free throw here. 2 free throws, actually. Behrens, that is just his first foul tonight. He's played pretty clean defense. Gunderson, free throw is good.
Look how much he's battling down low. Still a compliment to his. Are you sure basketball's not his sport?
Right? Thanks to Lakes Regional Healthcare and Central Bank and Insurance for sponsoring the broadcast. That free throw no good by Gunderson. The lead remains 2, 56-54 HMS, 2:11 to play. Ebel to the free throw line. Out to Camrat. Into the corner. Jacobsmuth feeds. Behrens off the glass. Goes and one. Wow. Got the roll. Oh, man. And the foul goes on who? Didn't get it. Free throw here for Behrens. That's no good. Ebel draws the rebound, though.
Wow.
Another possession for HMS with under 2 to play, up 4. Tries to feed Behrens, forces it in there. Stolen away by Meyer. And on the other end, the Wolves get it laid in. Robinson and a timeout on the floor. What is that now? 6. Check that, 9 for Robinson. We're going to keep it here for the, it's a full timeout. Let's take the timeout. 30-second break. 58-56. HMS leads by 2, minute 47 to go. Back in 30 seconds on Q102.
Okoboji Motor Company, we understand your vehicle represents a significant investment, and nobody knows your vehicle better than our certified experts, who bring on average 30 years experience in providing expert GM and Toyota service. We have the latest, most advanced equipment specifically designed for your vehicles. Express Lube and service hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 336-1500 to service your vehicle.
Okoboji Motor Company, driven to serve better, driven to serve better.
58-56, HMS leads HLP, 1:47 to go in this one. It's been a great contest. Let's do a game recap. HMS led 12-9 after the first quarter. The Wolves took a 26-24 lead at halftime. HMS comes back, leads 42-38. In the third quarter, the Wolves led early fourth quarter. Led a couple of different times here in the fourth quarter, but HMS has the 2-point lead right now after they got a couple of possessions there in a row where the Wolves couldn't get anything. Now, what's HLP going to do defensively here? They're going to force some pressure? No, they're going to back up into a half-court defense.
And the HMS offensive game plan has been, let's get to Behrens.
Yeah. Well, for good reason, he's got 31. They're going to feed him there, and off the glass is good. He might have more than 31 or 33,
I'm
actually.
Curious.
I've got, 32 from the floor. I have 35 now for him. Robinson gives to Gunderson. Gunderson puts it on the floor. Now picks up the dribble back out to Robinson. Still a minute 15 to go. It's still only a 4-point game. Here's Ahrensdorf. Over to Hempel. Hempel finds Gunderson into the lane. Back out to Ahrensdorf. 7 on the clock. Here's Hempel. Forces the 3. No. And that'll be HMS basketball with 59 seconds to go.
Again, just good defense, not allowing any offense to develop.
And they're going to put Voss back in here on the defensive possession for Robinson.
And I think if you're Voss, you're not worried about the 4 fouls. You're just stopping them really however you can right now.
Camrat ahead to Ebel, does find Behrens into the corner. Camrat dribbles it out. Goes over to now it's Camrad, excuse me. It was Volink a moment ago. Now Ebel. Ebel puts it on the floor to Jacobsma. Feeds Behrens. Howard dribbles, spin move. Tough shot won't go. Rebound goes to Harris Lake Park. 30 seconds to go. 4-point lead. Gunderson wants to run out for a three from Ahrensdorf. Yes! Another big shot for the Wolves. Makes it a 1-point game. 21 seconds to go. Here's Camrat to Behrens, and then they're going to be a foul.
That's not the worst foul either.
That's a good foul if you are HLP. I think they're going to call it on Gunderson. Yes, that's Tice's first. It's the 7th team foul, so it's a one-shot foul here for Lance Behrens. And really, if you're HMS, you kind of need bare minimum one. Really would like two with 15 seconds to go. And a timeout by Coach Nathan Hoagland. He's going to take a full timeout. We'll take one as well. 15 seconds to play, 60-59 HMS. Back in 30 seconds on Q102.
Support your local community and independently owned Hartley Hometown Pharmacy. Shopping locally at Hartley Hometown Pharmacy means keeping the money in the community with tax income and supporting the local workforce and suppliers. Hartley Hometown Pharmacy, located at Fiesta Foods in Hartley.
Smellick Law Office in Hartley is proud to stand behind the Hartley Melvin Sanborn athletes and students. Smellick Law Office will stand behind you as well. Smellick Law Office in Hartley. Go Hawks.
Back after 60-59 HMS, 15 seconds to go in this one. Over on Y100, we have a final. Emmetsburg beat Alta Aurelia 75-52. So it'll be a 1-and-1 free throw for Lance Behrens. He is 3 for 8 at the line tonight, and HMS really could use him because HLP has been hitting some threes here. I have the Wolves with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 3-pointers in this one. So Behrens to the line. And if you're the Wolves, I mean, like you said, that's definitely the person you want shooting the free throws. But can the big fella make a couple here or even just one? Here's the first one. Got it to go. Thanks to Bank Midwest, the Eye Care Center, Lakes Regional Healthcare, Northwest Iowa Bone Joint and Sports Surgeons, MHR Insurance, and Central Bank and Insurance for sponsoring our broadcast. Another free throw for Behrens can put the lead to 3. No. Ball tipped around. It'll be rebounded by the Wolves. They got a chance here. Ahrensdorf up ahead to Gunderson. Drives in. Layup goes for Gunderson with 6 seconds on the clock. We have a timeout by Coach Nathan Hoagland with 5 on the clock. We are tied at 61 here in Lake Park.
Why not?
What a play by Gunderson. He's had some great assists tonight. We're going to keep things right here for this timeout. 5 seconds to go in regulation. Tied at 61. And I think HMS has to go the length of the court.
You might get to advance it. I'm not sure all those little details, but
I was hoping to hear a little bit of the second half of the Hawkeye game on my way home. Might not get a whole lot of that tonight if we go to overtime.
Well, HMS has had a single offensive play that has worked beautifully. You wonder if he can set up in 5 seconds. It's find Behrens down low.
Not going to be easy to do with 5 seconds to go.
Especially considering he's one of the people typically taking the ball out up in the backcourt.
Having to help with that. And you know HLP is going to set up some pressure here. Maybe even try for a steal in the win.
Now, you got to be careful. You do have 7 fouls if you're HLP, so any foul would send the Hawks to the line. And they are going to come out, looks like, in a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, they're definitely going to put some pressure on the Hawks. They're not going to let them just get the ball up the floor easily.
Now, you do got to watch for a potential run out here for HMS.
So tied at 61, and I think Behrens is going to inbound here for HMS. And he knows he can jog, the length of the court if he needs to on that out-of-bounds area. They'll go in here to Ebel. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Get a long 3 out. He does. It won't go. So to overtime we go. Okay. All right. Tied at 61. We go to overtime in a minute on Q102.
Imagine a surgery with less pain, where it's minimally invasive. You have a faster recovery and you receive better results. At Lakes Regional Healthcare, the only hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery in Northwest Iowa, surgeons provided robotic surgeries for orthopedic, gynecological, and general surgical procedures such as hip and knee replacement, hysterectomies, colon resections, gallbladder removal, hernia repairs, and more. So when you need surgery, look to the only area hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery. Look to Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake.
At United Community Bank, we're actively engaged in developing, strengthening, and energizing our communities by investing in people and their hopes and dreams for the future. Let us go to work for you, supporting your goals and helping you succeed. We look forward to being a part of your financial future. United Community Bank, with locations in Milford, Okoboji, Hartley, Ocheyedan, and Lake Park. Member FDIC.
United Community Bank, dedicated to your financial success.
Back in the studios and all of our great sports sponsors. Most importantly, thanks to you for listening in at home. It'll be Barons taking on Meyer for the jump here for overtime.
Meyer won this to start the game.
He did. And this will be picked up by Hempel, and he's got a lane to the basket and lays her in. That makes Wolves fans happy to start the overtime period.
Hempel's had a couple of those just kind of sneak underneath the height of HMS plays.
He's got 23 to lead the Wolves. Ballink loses the handle on it. Hempel picks it up. And he'll take some time here. Goes to Ahrensdorf and can get it cross court to Gunderson. 3:36 to go here in the overtime. 63-61 Wolves with the basketball. Ahrensdorf. Hempel for three. No, off the front of the rim, but a rebound by Gunderson. He'll shoot another shot. That's off the front of the rim. HMS comes away with the rebound this time around in Jacobsma. Now Ebel brings it up for the Hawks, trailing by 2. 3:13 to play here in the overtime period. Ebel goes inside Barons. 3 players on him. Got to find somebody. Jump ball called.
It'll stay with the Hawks.
Voss got a hand in there. And so it'll be Barons to inbound.
We were talking a little bit during the break. You wonder when fatigue might set in for the Hawks, because these 5, some
they played the entire game. Second half, yeah.
The only time one of them came out was Ebel with foul trouble, but other than that, the other 4 have played the entire game.
You're right. Ballink inside to Ebel. Floater in the lane ties us up.
That was I'm going to take this bucket and you're not going to stop me.
Tied at 63. Gunderson now for the Wolves. 2:44 here in the overtime period. Bounce pass Meyer. Surveys. Gets it. Oh, tries to go to Voss. Voss wasn't ready for the pass. Turnover Wolves. That is unofficially the 9th turnover on the Wolves.
Not a bad number.
No, HMS has 10. Here's Ebel. Looks for a screen. Now goes to Barons. Barons dribbles into traffic. Out to Vollink. He just about gets it poked free by Ahrensdorf. They'll go down to Ebel at the block. Spin move in the lane. Tough shot won't go. He's fouled. Free throws coming up. Foul is going to go on Justice Voss, and that is going to be it for him.
Maybe. Maybe not.
I saw 40. No, 34. Okay, it's Gunderson with his second. And missing the free throw is Ebel. Another free throw here for Cooper Ebel. That one goes. 64-63 HMS, 2:15 to play in the overtime. Gunderson to Hempel. Now Voss goes to the wing. Ahrensdorf puts it on the floor. Up top, Gunderson. Gunderson now goes over to Meyer, right side. Skip pass almost over the head of Hempel.
One-handed catch
now
needed.
11 on the shot clock. Here's Gunderson. Gunderson into the lane. Floater blocked out of bounds by Barons.
Heads up cheerleaders.
7 on the shot clock. And it will be Gunderson to inbound. They'll go up top, Hempel. Back over to Gunderson. 2 seconds. Is he going to get a shot off? And I don't think they're going to say it's missed. Either way, HMS comes up with the rebound, leading by 1. 1:34 to go. Ebel. And a handoff to Volink. Bounce pass, Camrat. Over to Jacobsma, back to Camrat. Camrat drives right side, tough shot, won't go. Offensive putback is there, though, for Barons. 66-63, minute 12 to go. Timeout by Coach Jeff Sohn. Full timeout will take one as well. 3-point lead for the Hawks, back in 30 seconds on Q102 and Explore Live Video.
At United Community Bank, we're actively engaged in developing, strengthening, and energizing our communities by investing in people and their hopes and dreams for the future. Let us go to work for you, supporting your goals and helping you succeed. We look forward to being a part of your financial future. United Community Bank, with locations in Milford, Okoboji, Hartley, Ocheyedan, and Lake Park. Member FDIC.
United Community Bank, dedicated to your financial success.
1:11 to go in our overtime period, with HMS leading HLP 66-63. Did I mention that it was 11-11 in the series going into this?
I asked if this could end in a tie, and you said no.
It cannot. They just needed an extra period at least.
I like how you put in the at least.
Because I've sat through double overtime with these schools before.
It's a good rivalry.
It's a great rivalry.
I mean, the records are very comparable this year, but even if one team's record-wise a lot better, throw that out the window when it comes to this game.
I agree. 66-63, the Hawks have the lead with 1:11 to go in the overtime. But the Wolves have the ball here, and they've been able to hit the threes tonight. Gunderson has it right now. Bounce past Robinson. Robinson gets it back over to Gunderson barely. Now Ahrensdorf finds Hempel in the corner to Gunderson. Back out to Hempel. Hempel to Gunderson. Gunderson over to Ahrensdorf. Finds Hempel. 3 seconds. Just kind of forces something up. Doesn't go. And HMS just about turns it over on the way up the floor. And they're going to find it to Volink. Up top, Barons. Over to Camrat. Camrat going to be fouled by Hempel with 26 seconds to go. That's the third on Caleb Hempel.
Foul number 9, so it's still a 1-1.
So
how about HMS this second half? 2 fouls.
Yeah, it's just kind of second half and an overtime.
Yes.
Camrat, 63% free throw shooter. Misses it. And rebound goes to Robinson. 23 seconds to go. 3-point lead for HMS. Wolves will go to Gunderson. The free throw line. And fouled. He'll shoot some free throws. Shot doesn't go down. But they're going to get Barons with just his second foul. It's a shooting foul here for Gunderson. So he'll get 2 shots at it here. He could cut the lead down to 1. First one for Tice on the way is good. It's now 4 for 5 at the line tonight.
If this is off, this is a big rebound.
Absolutely. Shot up. Got it. Let's see if the Wolves set up some pressure. They will. Hawks to Camrat. Up ahead to Jacobson. Finds Ebel, and Ebel gets shoved by Meyer. And
Coach Hoagland wanted intentional.
Yep.
But I think it was more just kind of had to stick his hands out.
Just kind of fell into him more than anything.
Mm-hmm. Looked worse than it was.
Yeah, I have that as the 4th on Meyer. So it'll be 2 shots here for Ebel. Got the first. And now a timeout by Coach Nathan Hoagland. 7 seconds to go in the overtime. HMS leads by 2, 67-65. And it is a full timeout. Let's take a 30-second break. We'll be back with more on Q102.
Insurance is all about relationships. It's built on trust and getting to know our clients. We want to know about you.
We try to sell more than just a policy. In essence, we're selling ourselves, and in that regard, I feel we have a very good product.
You might say, well, everybody has people, but we have people. And we have people who love their jobs and are passionate about what they do.
The producer or the accounting department or the receptionist at the desk, they want to see that customer taken care of.
(67-65), HMS leads HLP. 7 seconds to go in overtime, at least numero uno.
Whenever the lead's in that 2 to 3 range, you got to say at least one overtime because you just never know.
You just never know. Well, it'll be one more free throw here for Cooper Ebel. He is 4 for 5 at the line tonight. HMS really could use this one. Especially since HLP's kind of had a hot hand from 3.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got the speed to get the ball down the floor in 7 seconds. All right, here's Ebel's free throw. Got it to go. So 7 seconds to go. And they'll get the ball into Gunderson, and they will foul. That's smart with 5 seconds to go. Camrat will pick up a foul. That'll be 2 on him.
Making them inbound it more.
Yep, forces HLP to inbound again with 5 to go. Now a timeout by Coach Sohn. He wants to set something up. And a full timeout by him. Let's take one more quick 30-second break. 68-65. HMS leads HLP back in 30 on Q102.
Mutual Insurance Association, your local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, and Grinnell Mutual are celebrating the accomplishments of our student athletes. Century Mutual recognizes the dedication it takes to work and play hard, serving more than 50 local communities. Teamwork makes it easy to trust in tomorrow. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company. TCA of Hartley, Paulina, Primgar, and Sanborn, your local internet, cable, and phone provider, is proud to support our local students and athletes. Call TCA today at 930-5593.
Communities working together for a better tomorrow at TCA.
HMS leads HLP. 5 seconds to go in the overtime.
Still some fouls to give for HMS. Do they try to foul again, or are you kind of at risk of fouling them while shooting at this point?
Could. Yeah, you don't want to foul necessarily in the act of shooting, but...
Because they're going to be shooting a 3, so you don't want to give them 3 free throws. And if you're HMS, you don't want that thing to go in. All of a sudden, you got a 4-point opportunity.
Absolutely. It'll be Hempel to inbound for the Wolves. And he just throws it off of the leg of Barons to maintain possession because they were going to lose time on their side there. 5 seconds to go. Got to find somebody. Ball tipped around. Robinson comes up with it, and he's fouled. And it'll be a foul on the floor. No, and Coach wants him shooting. That's not going to be a shooting foul.
I kind of like this back and forth between the coaches. They're having fun with this, too.
That's a 15 foul. 3 seconds to go now. Hempel will inbound again. Ball tipped around on the inbound again. Barons comes away with it. That's going to do it. HMS is going to come away with it here. 68-65. Good one here in Lake Park tonight between the Wolves and the Hawks. Let's take a 3-minute timeout. Post-game show on the way with Doctors Norland and Cornwall at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake. Back after this on Q102 and Explore Live Video.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Hello, this is Matt Karstensen with Karstensen Meat and Grocery in Lake Park. We're proud to support the Harris Lake Park Wolves this season. Shop Karstensen Meat and Grocery for Black Angus beef, Duroc pork, garden fresh produce, and homemade baked goods. Score many great deals at Karstensen Meat and Grocery. Go Wolves!
Head down the highway to MHR Insurance and get the power of one from West Bend. Simplify with one policy, one affordable premium, one common loss deductible, and money back at the end of the year when you're claim free. What? Money back? See MHR Insurance in Milford or call 338-2654.
Northwest Iowa Bone, Joint, and Sports Surgeons have been providing excellent care to the community for the past 40 years. Their team offers specialized care, including sports medicine, as well as in-house physical therapy. Exceptional, dependable, local. Visit NWIABone.com. Everybody loves a good cup of coffee, but at Blurry Bigfoot Coffee Company, they have great coffee. Hot and cold coffee drinks, smoothies, energy drinks, all-day breakfast, sandwiches, and much more. Blurry Bigfoot Coffee Company and Blurry Bigfoot Bakery and Bistro in Lake Park are proud supporters of the Harris Lake Park Wolves.
The Savings Bank is proud to be a part of our community and committed to supporting education and sports in our area. Visit any one of the Savings Bank locations in Primgar, Hartley, and Lake Park and let them be part of your financial team. Go to savingsbankia.com for more details. Member FDIC.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames and the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake. Let's see if I can finish up my math here.
Say, unfortunately, I wasn't much help on stats tonight with the video equipment.
Geez, why is that, I tell you what. All right, I think I've got my statistics figured out. Let's run down this one. In overtime, HMS victorious over HLP in our boys game 68-65. It was 12-9 HMS after one. The Wolves took a 26-24 lead at halftime. HMS came back in the third quarter to lead 42-38. HLP would lead at times in the fourth quarter. HMS would lead at times in the fourth quarter. We end up tied at 61 going into overtime. HMS outscores the Wolves in overtime by a score of 7-4 to get the victory here this evening. I have the Hawks unofficially 27 of 53 for 51% shooting. They shot 67% in the second half. Wolves shot 50% in the second half. I had them overall 42% in the ballgame, 25 of 60. Again, that's unofficially on that front. Let's run down the statistics in this one. For HMS, a monster night for Lance Barons, 38 points. That's really, really good. 11 for Kevin Jacobsma, 3 for Trenton Volling, 3 for Travis Camrat, 13 for Cooper Ebel, 10 turnovers for the Hawks. For the Wolves, 8 for Lucas Ahrensdorf, 3 for Devin Meyer, 23 for Caleb Hempel to lead the Wolves tonight. Excellent effort by him. 9 for Eli Robinson, 16 for Tice Gunderson, 4 for Michael Lunstra, and 2 for Dwayne Ingham this evening for the Wolves. Unofficially 9 turnovers in the contest for HLP. Joined now by head coach Jeff Sohn in our post-game show. Coach, thanks for coming up. What an exciting one here tonight with HMS. Just kind of ran out of gas there in the overtime period.
Yeah, I thought our guys battled hard enough to deserve the win. Just came up a little bit short. I mean, you got to give them credit. They went to their horses, and we just had a hard time, stopping them. I mean, Barons, he's a beast down there. He really is, and we battled our butts off. We just couldn't quite get it done.
Well, it took a team effort, too, tonight. I mean, because you had 2 or 3 guys on him every time he touched the ball. And that's what you have to do. You have to force the other guys to make a play, which once in a while, one of their guys seemed to find a shot tonight.
Yeah, they knocked down a couple of big threes. Jake Smith hit one, and I can't remember who the other one was that hit the three. But, I'm just happy with our guys' effort. I mean, I can't fault that at all. And it's just one of those deals that, one or two plays here and there, it's a difference in the game. They're fouling us instead of us having to foul them at the end. And it's just little things. There's a few here and there that we got to do a better job of. We got to recognize a little bit better. And, but I like this team, and, they've responded well, especially in this, this tough stretch in January, and hopefully this will just build us for the tournaments.
Well, the schedule's just been kind of helter-skelter with the weather. Of course, the first half of the year. Of course, it's not been kind at times the second half of the year. But got to talk about Caleb Hempel and Tice Gunderson and how well those two read each other on the floor, don't they?
Well, I think most of our guys did a pretty good job of moving the ball, especially against their zone in the second half when they switched to the 2-3. And, we got a little bit complacent. We're standing around a little bit. But those guys, I thought we shared the ball pretty well. And then we finally made some shots when we needed to get it tied and, and even get to overtime. And, they did a nice job.
But all in all, I know you didn't get the win tonight, but you've had two really good games in a row here for this squad. And this, like you said, this is the right time of year to be having a good game.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I told the guys in the locker room, we play these guys again, because they dropped to 1A, and we could very easily see them again down the road. And, we make a few adjustments here and there, and you never know. The tables are turned.
Let's talk about the upcoming schedule. Trinity on Thursday for a makeup, is that correct?
Why wouldn't we go on the road again? We just got back last night at 11 o'clock. So.
Well, hey, at least that's not too far to Trinity. That's one of the closer ones,
that's
right?
A nice short trip for
I
us.
was chatting with Coach earlier tonight, and Coach Ray, and he was saying, you're off to Unity Christian on Friday. And I said, well, that's the last time you'll probably go to Unity Christian for a long time. You'll get a nice close drive in George Little Rock here before too long.
Yes, and that won't bother me one bit.
No.
There. So it'd be nice to knock them off the last time we play them, actually. So.
All right. Well, good luck on Thursday and Friday this week for your squad. And then, of course, as we head towards tournament as well.
Yep,
so.
She's getting down there.
Always good to see you, Jeff.
You too. Thanks for covering us.
Thanks so much. HLP head basketball coach Jeff Sohn joining us here on our post-game show from Doctors Norland and Cornwall at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake. I don't know if we're going to get Coach Hoagland or not here this evening, but either way, his Hawks got a win tonight over HLP 68-65 in overtime. The Wolves won the girls' game tonight 64-45. HLP on the boys' side of things dropping to 5-10 on the year. HMS improving to 9-8. Tim, some final thoughts before we wrap things up? Oh, I need to turn you back on. There you go.
There we go. As I was going to say, final thought is I need to be able to hear myself. But I see HMS coming out of the locker room, so maybe they're going to make their way in. I haven't seen them come into the gym, though. So,
okay.
But, a couple fun games tonight. Back and forth. The girls' game eventually led towards HLP kind of pulling away there. And the boys' game, like you said, it was 11-11 heading into this one, and you see why.
Absolutely. As HMS pulls up 12-11 in the lead as far as the series is concerned. Do want to mention there is some Hawkeye basketball over on KUOO, so you can flip over to there to catch the end of the Hawkeyes this evening and Northwestern. And I want to say thanks to Patrick back in the studio, is doing a great job as always. Tim, thanks to you as well.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And again, HLP wins the girls' game tonight, and HMS wins the boys' game. For Tim Soper, I am Jason Jacobs. Good night from Lake Park.